Greetings, one and all. We are live ahead of El Sacchio. I'm never sure whether it's El Sacchio or El Sacchico. Whatever it is, it's one of the two. That much is for sure. So, Lopetegui to go, Gary O'Neill to go, both of them to go. Who knows? One person that has gone, as you probably noticed, is Gio. Gio is not here. Can't make it tonight, I'm afraid. It's a Taylor Swift karaoke competition for him tonight, and he's a top Swiftie, a top Swiftie. So yeah, good luck, Gio. I'm sure everyone can send in their best wishes for Gio and hope that he can. I don't know any of the tunes myself. I'm more of a classic rock man, truth be known. So I can't tell you any of the tunes, but I'm sure he'll do an absolutely amazing job. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me. If you've not done this before, then whoa, you've really picked an evening to start. I'll tell you that much now. So we're gonna have a little bit of a chat. I'm going to read you through the team. As you know, we're very low tech tonight because there's just me on my own. The fellas will be around for the watch along, or the Scotch along. It won't be the Scotch along, of course. They'll be around for the Scotch along later on. And before that, I'm gonna have a little bet. Gio's not here, and when Gio's not here, we go a little bit crazy on the bet. In fact, I have noticed, because the reason I was a couple of minutes late, I had to load up my betting account. I had no money in there, so I had to deposit some money. One of those things. I did notice that you can bet on what the score, basically who lead at half-time and full-time. So I think we're going to add that into the equation as well as some more ridiculous things. And then hopefully one of you boys and girls in the chat will get the chance to win some money. What can I say? Let me read out the team. I might need to change my glasses. I've got it here. It's on WhatsApp. I've got it on WhatsApp. Let's have a little look here. Okay, so here's the team. Well, it's Lucas Fabianski, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Max Kilman, Constantino Mavropanos, the other way round, obviously. Emerson Palmieri, left back. This is key. This is telling what he's done here in central midfield. Souček, Alvarez, Soler. Souček was a shoo-in for this because he was always going to... His job's on the line. I can't remember another time where a manager has had one definite game to save his job, and it's been public, and the owners have said it, and the players know it, and the fans know it. We've had the 3-game before, unofficial 3-game that gets reset, but this is very different. So I think he was always going to pick someone that he absolutely can rely upon and trust. Thomas Souček is that man. I'm not suggesting for a moment he's chosen Souček instead of Paqueta, but he's picked someone instead of Paqueta. Who do you want? Who can you rely upon in that game that's going to save your neck? And it's him. He's gone with Souček. He's gone with Souček, Alvarez, Soler. I don't know. Listen, what would I have done in his position? Who knows? I've never been in his position. I still think it's a slow midfield, and I still think they might have the antidote for that. I wonder, actually, if anybody right now in the chat fancies posting up the Wolves team, I'd be very, very much appreciated. No, Gonzo, I can see Gonzo's not got the flashy graphics. Gonzo's not got any of that stuff tonight. We've gone simple. We have gone low tech because Gonzo, and I hate speaking about myself in the third person, because Gonzo has a tendency to muck these things up. It's not good. It's very, very technical, and I would make an absolute hash of it. So no, we're going low tech. We're going low tech, but we're going big on the bet. So yeah, anybody that ever fancies typing out that Wolves team, you can probably copy and paste it. I would very much appreciate. I'll pop it up on the screen and we can discuss it. Yes, Alvarez, Soler, Souček midfield. Kudus, Bowen, Somerville, I think is playing Bowen up top, which I can see Victor is obviously discussing at the moment. James, thank you very much. Sorry for anyone else that is doing it now, and James has already done it. So, thank you very much for anyone that took the time, and thank you, Vince. Thank you for doing it. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, what have we got? So, let me we'll keep that there. We'll keep James's post on the screen. Substitutes: Areola, Cresswell, Sufal, Paqueta, Fulkrug, Guilherme, Ings, Rodriguez, and Todibo. The recently forgiven Todibo. There we go. Right, so that's the team. There you go. I will read it out again in a little while, just in case you've not grasped that. We'll have a little look at the Wolves team, courtesy of James. Thank you very much, James. Johnston, who I think it was Sarr. Did Sarr? I think not only did Sarr letting a load of goals, did Sarr start having a row with the Wolves fans? I think he might have done. Doherty, Semedo, Semedo back from suspension, I believe. Gomez, Bueno, Ait Nouri, and here we go. Andre Gomez and Lamina is in midfield. This is the key here. Cunha and Larson. Yeah, I mean Larson's Larson can be a good player sometimes. He can, but anyway, yeah, Cunha obviously very, very good player. Was it Lopetegui that signed him? It might have been Lopetegui that signed him actually. But yeah, he's taken Lamina out the back line there and put him in midfield. So what can you say? It's a tough game. I just think it's just publicly tough for Lopetegui, and I think it's privately tough for Gary O'Neill probably there. So there you go. Just scrolling down. Listen, Andrew Gonzo, old school. Yeah, listen. I quite like the graphics. I like the graphics. I just not. I would muck it up, honestly. And the thing is, I get so easily distracted. You'll see it when I go to do the bet in a minute. I'm so terrible at multitasking. I can sit here, I can talk to you, I can deal with the chat and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely brilliant. If I'm trying to do lineups and click links, it's all right if there's two of us here. If there's one of us here, one of us can do it, the other one can talk. Oh no, me doing all of it. I think not, boys and girls. Right, let's scroll down to the bottom and see what we've got. It's a bit interesting with the bet tonight, actually, because I just know what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you lot a question now, and answer it honestly. I'm not going to dig anyone out. And actually, this popped up. Luke's post popped up just as I was thinking it. Luke just wants to win, right? He just wants to win. But I understand that people might want us to lose so as Lopetegui gets the boot. I'm a bit worried. Look, the thing is, not only do I want us to win, I've got, obviously got a lot of friends there tonight, as we all have. Some of them have made a right old journey to go to this game tonight. Do you know what I mean? And some people are taking kids for the first time and stuff like that. They need to see a win and they need to see something entertaining. But I do understand anyone that's thinking we just got Lopetegui just needs to go. We need to get him out, right? So I understand that. My answer is, do you want us to win or lose? I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm not going to dig anyone out. I don't want anyone in the chat to get on anyone's back that doesn't. I'd just be very, very interested to know. I'm fully aware of the rumours with old Harry Potter there. We'll discuss it another time. It's just so much going on. So much going on tonight. I'll click on a few of these. I'm going to click on a few of these now. So excuse me if right. So Honey Monster. Oh, it's been a long time. Forgot all about the Honey Monster. Somebody else Sugar Puffs there. Win. Justin, win. Iron says lose. Win for Jamie. Shamrock Dandraw. Nice. I like it. Preview, review, and predict. Win. There's another draw there. Both to get sacked. That could happen, couldn't it? That could actually happen. Cal Ralph says that there. Maverick says win. Phil says win. Dan says lose, get Lopetegui out. Simon says win. That's interesting. Ben says I would take a draw and get Lopetegui out. There you go. It's mostly wins. Mostly wins. Wins. Mark says lose. It's mostly wins. But we are having a few. It's not on the fence. That's a valid answer. It's a valid answer. I think that one there. Before I do the bet, let's just thanks for that. It is an interesting one today because I am wondering. I did my video this morning. I did my video over on the forum channel, and I And I did think actually at the time that it's going to be hard for the players. It's going to be hard for him to give a team talk in terms of, do it for the club, do it for the badge. And of course, I think, I meant what I said at the time, and I thought he might have been better off saying just do it for me so as we can win. But of course, the one thing I completely that I completely didn't speak about, I think I've gone so far trying to not talk about Antonio that I completely missed it altogether, which is there is going to be that thing of do it for Antonio. And I do think there's going to be, lots of applause, lots of songs breaking out for Antonio, that sort of thing. Whereas I think, it was a very, very nervy atmosphere. It still probably will be nervy atmosphere, but so I'm sorry. That's very good. That's very good. The Clash of the Shitans. That is excellent. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Who was the Clash of the Titans? Perseus. That was it. Perseus. Clash of the Titans. The old. This is quite good, you lot, today. Old puns. Teddy Blow. Whoa. Oh man. Yeah, listen, you are welcome. I'm very, very impressed with that Clash of the Shitans. What do you think of the old chat the old talking chat? She's not silly. She's not silly, is she? The old chat GPT talking chat. Spoke to me old man. Someone asked earlier on, he said, "Where's your old man? Where's Gonzo Senior?" He's around. We'll get him on. We get him on next week or something. He said to me, I spoke to him on the phone today. He said, "You were trying to catch her out, and I think she had an answer for you." So, yeah, she did. Anyway, what are we going to do now? A bet? Should we do a bet? Let's have a bet. Let's get the bet out of the way before it logs me out. Right. Oh, I don't know what to do. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I think we're going to have to do a West Ham win because it is the most. You lot are funny, some funny people. And the thing, I did chat GPT, Barry. She does sound like Laura Woods, doesn't she? Anyway, hold on. Let me just deal with this one question. I know I'm all over the place, but we've got when there's only one of us here, we've got a bit more time for stuff like this. Gonzo question I asked earlier, and you guys replied. I asked if you think West Ham are insured against his injury. Yes, I would imagine so for something like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think. To be fair, I don't think the club would be worried. I think it was. We didn't want to make any fuss about it. We were worried about him like anyone else. What we certainly didn't want to do is start putting videos out and monetizing them and stuff like that. And and putting pictures out and all that stuff. So we just sort of hoped for the best. So we didn't bother. We weren't bothering people and asking people within the club, "Oh, can you give us an update on Antonio?" The update was going to come when the update came out, and we didn't know anything more than anybody else. But what has been clear, having spoken to someone at the club today, they were really worried. I mean, they were really, really worried about him. So I don't think they'd have been remotely bothered about, getting payments and all the rest of it at the time. I mean, his contract is up at the end of the season. I just don't think money would have been a factor at all for the club. I still don't think they're overly thinking about it. So everyone is. Yeah, that's one thing I've got to say. I'm quite critical of the club and a lot of people behind the scenes and everybody else. A lot of the time on football matters, they all really pull behind him. Fan base as well. Yeah. Anyway, where are we going? Right. Okay. So yes, what we're going to do about the bet? We need to. Okay, I've seen it there. 3-0 win. It's just the first thing I saw was Steve said 3-0 win. Do we? I mean, I don't mind, Steve. I don't mind. Do we honestly think that our defense is that good? Yeah, I don't know. I think, Cunha's good. I think Lamina's going to have a few legs in midfield. Ait Nouri is going to have a point to prove. I think that might be the one. I think what Lewis is saying there. Sorry, I haven't clicked on it. Have I? Sorry. Was it there? Where is it? Show. There it is. Sorry, it is there. It's actually just hiding behind my camera. I couldn't see it. Sorry, Lewis, mate. Collingwood says the same again. Okay, I think we'll go with that. I'm laughing at the suggestion that Alvarez might get a red card. He wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare. He wouldn't and couldn't dare. Right. Am I doing a Dawson own goal in the bet? I don't know, Richie. Richie Von Rock from the Sinks Like a Rock School of Scuba Diving, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, over there. Right, let me. I'm seeing a lot of stuff here. Let me put the bet on. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. Oh, shall I do the West Ham win in the first half and the second half? I think that might, because I'm doing like an accumulator thing. I'm going to do that. I'm not even going to wait for you to say yes. So that already starts us off at a 2-1. 2-1. I'm going to go 3-1 to win. And then I'm going to go up to the goal scorers. I don't think I can do own goals. I'm just having a look. I don't think there's an own goal section. Player to score or assist. It's a bit vague. We can do better than that, can't we? Let's have a look. Right, so did someone said Soler to score? I don't know. I'm not so sure. Kudus brace. I'm looking for it. Don't take offence if I don't click on your Dubry WhatsApp. Souček to score. Cunha will. Okay. Right, I've got Cunha will score, and I've got Souček to score. I just wonder if I do the Wolves player to score, it's really restricted. I'm going to put Souček in there, and we will maybe look for one more. So I'm going to do Souček to score anytime, which I've done that right, which is oh, I could do that. Right. There's a lot. There's some interesting ones here. I'm just having a little look. So Souček doesn't make bad odds at all. Shall I do an Alvarez card? I'll do an Alvarez card, shall I? We'll do that. I'm just looking for something else. See if something else tickles me fancy. I can see you 4-0. I can see you telling me. Honestly, Mark, but I've got to go with what I've got to go. This is tough. There's so many suggestions here. Kilman goal. He can't have a goal. Kilman ain't gonna have a goal. I remember Saka yellow. It's just very nice. You never. They don't show you the streakers anymore, do they? Streaker or something funny going on. The cameras. Who do they think they are? Honestly, I think they're a disgrace. Don't you tell me what I can watch. I'm quite happy to watch a streaker run across the pitch, getting chased by the stewards and stuff like that. I think it's good. I'll put a bit of Benny Hill music on. Yeah, what's it called? Yakety Sack. I think it's called Yakety Sack. That one. Stick that on. Don't deny us the streaker. Goodness sake! Honestly, they used to show it. All the television cameras used to show it all the time. Used to follow him around. I think, I don't know what they're doing. I think we're too precious. Or don't. Do you know what else I don't like? Right? I'll tell you, I don't like. I'll tell you this now. You know, like when somebody on the pitch swears, you could hear them swearing or something like that, or the manager's mouthing and he's swearing and all that. And then, like, maybe Sky Sports are covering it. And Sky Sports might say, "Oh, we'd just like to apologise on behalf of, for all our viewers that heard that." You don't get to apologise. No one's thick. We know that Sky Sports haven't sworn. We understand that you've just been filming something and it's sort of kicked off a bit. And whoever, probably Gary O'Neill tonight. Gary O'Neill started swearing. We understand. I don't know why they do that. Oh, we got to apologise. No, it's not for you to apologise. Honestly. It's like, it's like someone else stamping on your foot and then a stranger coming up saying, "I'd just like to apologise for that other third party stamping on your foot." Nothing to do with any. Leave it. Anyway. Somerville hat trick. Yes, Yakety Sack. I've got to do something. Here. Right. Do you know what? It's my fault for going off on a tangent. Right. So we've got Thomas Souček there. Let me have a little. Oh, blimey. That's a bloody good ones here. I'm tempted to do Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I really am. I am tempted for that one. That takes it up really lovely. Just bear with me, boys and girls. Bear with me. I'm doing something now. Hold on. Mohamed Kudus makes it less likely. I don't bloody know. Right. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do Kudus. He's going in there. I am going to do an Alvarez card, I think. He's there straight away. you can't actually bet on Alvarez. You can't bet on Edson Alvarez to get sent off. I don't know why that is. So I'm going to do that. And I just wonder, anything else that we put on? Yeah. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Cunha to score. I'm going to boost by 25%. Bloody hell. Got to accept all the cookies. And I'm going to place the bet. I think that's it. Do I place the bet? Stake. Yeah, done. Place bet. That's done. Right. Here's what's got to happen. This is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. Right. So, excuse me, I've got to move the camera there because I can see it. West Ham have got to win 3-1. It's got to be West Ham winning in the first half and the second half. Souček scores, Kudus scores, Edson Alvarez gets booked, and Cunha scores. But if it happens, if it happens, two people are going to win $1,000. How's that? How's that for you? And the phrase that pays is going to be the first person to pop up. The phrase that pays in here. I'm not even going to. I've done my bit. I've done my bit. It's not £1 at 5,000 to 1. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just waiting for the phrase. The phrase that pays. I'm not even sure if we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Kudus to chin sloppy. That is the phrase that pays. You have to type in Kudus to chin sloppy. If you do that, and all those things happen, 3-1 to West Ham, and Cunha scores, and Kudus scores, and Souček scores, and Alvarez gets a card. It's preposterous. I've probably gone too far. I have probably gone too far. But normally we've got it there and someone wins £100. Two people that type in, let me just, that, Kudus to chin sloppy, will win £1,000. I will give away £2,000. There you go. Can't say fairer than that. It's highly unlikely to happen, but one day, my friends, one day, that is going to happen. Right. Anyway, right. What are we going to do now? We'll get a few comments. We got about 10 minutes before the fellas turn up to take over. Maybe we have a chat. Maybe we could have a chat with what's her name, couldn't we? We could have a chat with what's her name, maybe old Mrs. We'd do a bit of talking chat. I don't know what to ask. Anyone got a question for Chat GPT? You lot are funny. I'll tell you what. There's some funny. You were some funny old people in the chat. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll get your score predictions. So the bet is done. We'll get your score predictions in a bit. But before I go any further, I want to try and sell you. I want to try and sell you something. Well, encourage you to download something at least. Unfortunately, I'm sort of looking around here, and there you go. I found it. Surfshark. Let me tell you about Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN. And if ordinarily you were sticking into your Google search, Kudus to chin sloppy, or can you tell me a little bit more about Chat GPT, and you wouldn't want anybody to see what you were searching, then you could download yourself a VPN, because it's going to disguise all the stuff that you don't want anybody to see that you're doing on the internet. I'm not suggesting you're doing anything dodgy. I wouldn't suggest that. I'm not suggesting you are watching things that you shouldn't be watching. You're streaming dodgy stuff. We would not advocate anything like that at all. All right. But if, like me, you do a bit of internet banking, if, like me, you cover your pin up when you're at the ATM, don't go to the ATM much anymore, then you are obviously conscious about your security. If you're conscious about your security, you should be conscious about your cyber security. So a VPN is going to protect you. Basically, you get Surfshark. It will protect your phone. It will protect your laptop. Loads and loads of devices. I've actually had it for 3 years. So actually, when they approached us and said, "Can we sponsor you?" I said, "Oh, you, I'm using your stuff." The ridiculous thing is, I didn't get the offer. I'd already signed up for 3 years without the offer that I'm going to offer you now. It's basically half price, £1.49 a month. £1.49 a month to mask and encrypt or everything you do on your mobile phone, basically. Aside from that, 4 months free. The first 4 months are free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, here's what you've got to do. Surfshark.com/hammers chat. That is surfshark.com/hammers chat. Anyone fancy typing that for me? If you do fancy typing that for me, then we'd be very, very, very gratefully appreciated, because I can pop it up on the screen and I haven't got to type it myself. Surfshark.com/hammers chat. Go and get yourself a nice bit of Surfshark. Anyway, there you go. Right, I think now what we're going to do is we will take. Well, look, I'm telling you now, people don't seem to understand about Gio. I told you now, people keep asking. Gio has gone to a Taylor Swift karaoke evening. All right, so I am going to. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to ask Chat GPT. Should we do that? Let's do that now. I am quite sure, Barry, that Surfshark would hide that for you. All right. Hold on. So, someone's phone. Do you know what? What was that beep? Anyone hear a beep? Someone has phoned me up during this. Like, anyone that I know knows what I do. It's my daughter. My daughter has phoned me up during this. She knows West Ham are playing. She's fully aware what my job is, and she phones me up. I'm not going to call her back. Well, I will later, not during this. We're going to talk to Mrs. Chat GPT, and we're going to ask her. She's going to be non-committal. You ready? All right, hold on. Hello, Chat GPT. I'm wondering if you could help me with a. Got to press the button. Hello.
Hey there, how's it going?
Very, very well, thank you. I'm wondering, I've got a question for you, which my subscribers on my old YouTube channel, we've got a little bit of a question that we need answering. Do you think you can help?
Of course. What's the question? I'll do my best to help out.
I need you to give me an answer. You can't sit on a fence with this one. Who should West Ham appoint as their next manager?
All right, no fence sitting, I promise. If I had to pick, I'd say West Ham should consider Graham Potter. He's got a good track record for building strong, cohesive teams and promoting attractive football, which could align well with West Ham's ambitions.
Where are you getting this information from? Out of interest, are you sort of searching the internet or something? You are artificial intelligence, are you not?
Yes, I'm artificial intelligence, but I don't search the internet. My responses are based on the knowledge and information I was trained on, which includes a wide range of sources up to my last update in October 2023. So, my suggestion for Graham Potter comes from my understanding of his managerial style and reputation in the football world.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to leave it there. This is disturbing. Thank you for your help. That's a worry. Honestly, I thought she was going to say, I don't know. She might get a West Ham on us and say like Rafa Benitez or something like that. It's up to date. That can't be right. They've got to search the internet. An artificial intelligence can't have an opinion. And Graham Potter, do you know what? I'm sorry. Boys and girls, young children, close your eyes now, because I'm gonna post a swear word up on the screen. This is correct. I absolutely agree. Sorry, Barry, she is. It's shite. It's shat. She's talking shat. No. Anyway, there you go. I think she did lie to me at the end. I think she definitely lied. Shamrock Dan, I can't. Whilst I'm willing to put swear words up there, I'm not willing to put that up actually. A lassie dog has said, "This is our Sullivan chooses our managers." There you go, and it's that's clearly Woody thinks the same thing as well. And anyway, and I'll tell you what, she's Mark. You're not the only one saying it. It's just yours was the first one that I clicked on. Oh bloody hell! Oh, I think Woody was right earlier on when he said I miss Gio. But I need to I was going to say I need to drill down more and investigate more, but you know what I mean. You're not gonna twist my words, are you? Barry said you should have asked. Hold on, that's not what I went to click on. Barry, let her manage. Ask her what side she'd pick. I can't do it anymore. I honestly, I can't do it anymore. We're all screwed. We're all out of a job. Look, me more than anyone. You've heard it. Mark said she's a cougar. What's the word I'm looking? Not cougar. Catfish. That's the one, Mark. A catfish. Anyway. Have your scores, please, before the fellas come and join in. I better put me me earplugs in. They're not AirPods. They're on a cable. Olden style. Anti-AI stuff there. Right. There we go. Right, we're going to get onto it now. Mark says 1-1. Lassie Dog says 2-2. Satellite Man 4-4. Sophie Ann says 4-1. Fezza 1-1. Desmond, he says, Jennifer has gone for a Desmond, which is a 2-2. Quite right too. Ferrell, come on. Scott has gone for a Desmond as well. Christian says 1-0 to Wolves. You're late. Well, post what you want, Christian. Peter, 2-1 to Wolves. They're all at it. Look, I mean, to be fair, I know for a fact that Peter is a West Ham fan. 2-1, says John. I'm assuming that is to the mighty West Ham. I'm always going to assume, if you don't specify with a home team, so I'm always going to assume that the West Ham number of goals is first. 5-goal thriller, says Roger. It's not. I tell you what, Bradshaw, no thriller there. It's a 0-0. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Anyone know what Gaza means? 3-0, says Jeff. Some things you just can't click on, can you? Hammer Crow says 2-1 West Ham. Lewis says Gonzo's like the fun dad that lets you run right when mum is out doing the shopping. It's chaos. Yeah, there you go. Look, I'll tell you what, though. I'd love to hand out a couple of grand. Probably wouldn't. It'd be like when you, do you know what? It'd be like, I've got a bit of paper. I've got a bit of paper. There we go. It's not a dodgy envelope. It'd be like, when you give someone something, it's like a dog. Give it. It'd be a bit like that. Give it. Come on. It'd be a bit like that. But I would happily, reluctantly, funny enough, hand over 2 grand to you, lovely lot, because I've got to say, I wouldn't stop mentioning it. If it happens, I would mention it to Gio in every review, preview, whatever you call these things, that we did from henceforth forever. I would never stop mentioning it. That'd be wonderful. The truth of the matter is, he's a lot better at betting than me, and you can see why. Anyway, Declan says 4-0 to the Hammers. The Sporting Express, so they're going 3-2 to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Stephen says 1-0. All the players, Steve 50, hello Steve, mate. All the players are warming up in number 9 shirts. Steve is there tonight. I know that, as he told me this morning. 0-0 says Chris. Economics Washington. That's 3-2 to Wolves, just in case you were under any illusion there. El Craigo with his nice little, I don't know. I was going to say Jack Russell, but maybe the ears look a little bit too big. He's a lovely pooch there. He's gone the other way, 3-2, which is echoed by Paul Davis. And Dean says 3-1 to us, albeit that will prolong Lopetegui being here. So we can't win, really. What I will say is, I can see Nick in the background there. Thank you, Nick. I'll bring you in just a second, mate. What I will say is, I wonder how that dynamic works with Potter. So let's say, for argument's sake, Potter has accepted the job. We don't know. That's the rumours. That's a speculation at the moment. Let's just pretend it's true for a second or two. How does that work with regard to what does he agree to? He agrees to what? Take it on if West Ham sack Lopetegui. But what if we do the old 3-game reset here? So we've got the next 4 games in whatever order. So Bournemouth, Brighton, Southampton, Liverpool, something like that. What's he do? What's he wait? Will he wait around until Liverpool? That's what I'm asking. Would you? I don't know. I do wonder. It probably won't happen. I wonder. I shouldn't laugh. I don't know why I'm laughing. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. I don't even know. It's not even funny. But I sort of did. I did find it funny. I'm cruel. I don't mean to be cruel. I'll tell you what I'm thinking though. That West Ham win. Lopetegui wins his last game. His ultimate game, basically the game that he needs to win to save his job, and he gets sacked anyway. Sorry, that's how cruel. I shouldn't be laughing at someone getting sacked. I'll punish myself later. Not like that, obviously. Thank you very much. If anyone's wondering why Steve has written Kudus to chin sloppy, so as he gets entered to the bet. 3-1 to West Ham. Souček to score. Cunha to score. Kudus to score. West Ham winning both halves and an Alvarez card. If that comes in, 2 people have typed Kudus to chin sloppy will win £1,000. It is. I don't do the live shows anymore. You know. I used to do the show live with Gonzo. I used to do it on the forum channel. I don't do the live shows anymore. So I couldn't end them. They would go on for ages. I couldn't shut up, which is a yeah. There you go. Anyway, right. Let's bring in Nick. Whoa! Is that a stein of urine? I can't hear you.
Hello.
Oh, hold on. I got you on the wrong speed. This is exactly why we're using this tech tonight. Hold on.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hold
up your stein. Is that?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great. Yes, just confirmation that some audible occasion.
Is it piss?
Yeah, I'm one of those mad people who believes the earth is flat, drinking urine is good. Lopetegui is a good manager, etc., etc. I believe. You name it, I believe it.
But what is it in the glass?
It's a 2 pints of chamomile tea.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
you can see
2
the steam.
pints. 2 pints. That's a 2-pint cup.
2 pint pot chamomile.
Stein.
Just relax me. Yeah. Why not? Break the rules. Don't listen to people.
It looks smaller when you moved it further away from the camera.
Yeah.
2 pints.
Oh, delicious.
Of not camel tea, but
delicious.
chamomile
You
tea.
pair that with one of those lint things, and it's crisp.
In it.
Yes, lovely.
What do you think of the team, Nick?
Oh God, what? Whew. Intriguing. I mean, it's all about the Bowen Kudus. Who plays? Who's central? Who's
Bowen will be central.
Yeah,
I say 100%, but yeah, very.
That's a better option. So yes, it's Alvarez, Souček, Soler, right? So yeah, I thought Fulkrug would start, to be honest, and I'm a bit surprised he didn't. Obviously, Todibo on the bench. That's the one that stands out.
It's not full forgiveness. It's a token.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Everything is weird about West Ham. There's nothing that's normal about our club. Like you were just saying. What does this mean? It's the cup final that is definitely not a cup final.
It's
it's the shittest cup final on planet Earth, and the winner loses. The loser wins. The winner might lose, but the winner might win.
The winner doesn't take it all.
Yeah, I do have that song. Just while I sit with my chamomile tea,
Listen. I bet. Listen, you haven't got to convince me. If you're going to try and make the case that I've got to believe that you listen to ABBA, I bloody believe it, mate. Having seen that bloody 2 pints of camel piss or whatever it is.
It's actually. I think a lot of people in the chat probably listened to Andrea Bocelli, and his famous hit "Time to Say Goodbye."
Conte Partiro.
Yeah, Time to Say Goodbye. That's what I've got in my head. That's what I'm kind of singing that in my head with a will that I will mentally empower Lopetegui to do one and leave the football club.
Well, I think he actually sang. So Conte Partiro is obviously the Italian, which is the original version. I think he sang "Time to Say Goodbye" with Sarah Brightman, if I'm not much mistaken, and that shows you quite how much chamomile tea I've been drinking. I've been drinking myself, because clearly I'm going to go and wash my mouth out with special brew or something, just to make myself feel and gargle on some bleach and gravel. Don't do that. I'm sorry, you can't say that stuff in the video. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Maybe the special brew.
Stick to
Northie is looking very Christmassy.
Yes, got the Christmas jumper.
That Surfshark thing is right in your way. Hold on. Sorry,
sorry,
Surfshark. Yeah, looking very nicely backlit as well. How are you?
All good. I am looking forward to. I say I'm looking forward to it before every game. Halfway through, I'm never looking forward to it. But I think it's good. I think it's okay. It's attacking. We need to go for it. He's got to win. So, yeah, I mean, I worry that we're not going to keep a clean sheet. So I think this could be a humdinger for the neutral. I'm very nervous for all of us.
Do you think I might be onto something with a 3-1?
Yeah. I think both teams will score in this one. So I think it's just a case of hopefully we can nick it. But that lineup, that attacking lineup, I think Soler's growing into West Ham as well. I think he's playing some forward passes, which we haven't seen from our midfield for a while. So no, I'm quite hopeful. But is that a good thing? That's my only thing. Is it a good? Do we want to?
It'd be interesting. What are your Northie? Obviously, Nick alluded to the fact that Todibo is still sort of half on the naughty. Well, he's not. He was on the top naughty step, and he's like on the bottom naughty step, but still on the naughty step. I find it fascinating. I haven't actually spoken about this much in the chat because spent a lot of time doing the bet, really. But the dropping of Paqueta, I think that North. What do you think, Northie? I think it really, for me, really shows how he's trusting here.
Yeah. I mean, Paqueta's been off it for a while, hasn't he? So I don't blame him for dropping Paqueta, but he's one of those that can. I think if we didn't have Soler, who's the only other one that can play a forward ball, then I think you'd be forced to play Paqueta. But Todibo's on the naughty step. Obviously, they've had a falling out. The fact that he keeps playing Kilman, who's been shocking, I think for me, I said this. I don't know who's worse now, Mavropanos or Kilman. I think as centre backs pairings go, we probably have one of the worst in the Prem. And Fabianski's not exactly covering himself in glory. So we're always going to concede. So I think we just have to go for it. And I think that's what the lineup is tonight.
Well, you know what? I think I'm going to say you what. That's your dog, isn't it, Nick? I think I'm really pleased, actually. Not that I mean to be mean. I am in quite a mean mood tonight. I've discovered I'm not half as nice as I thought I was because I laughed at the prospect of Lopetegui winning and losing his job. So, but I also found myself smiling and agreeing when you said that the centre backs have not been particularly great, and you thought Fabianski hadn't been great. I think he's been overprotected, and I don't mean literally in a football sense by his defence. I mean there's been a bit too much. Our goalkeeping situation's crap. I think we need a new goalkeeper, but conversation for another day, maybe. Boys, I've got to go. I'm going to leave you with comments calling you delusional and stuff like that. So Merry Christmas and enjoy. Nick, thank you, mate. Thanks for both popping along. The boys will take you through the Scotch along. Now, I don't think I'm going to leave that phrase. Nick, will the 2 pints of chamomile tea last through the entirety of the game, or will that be refilled at half time? Mark's pint of orange squash. Am I right? Orange squash?
Yep.
Mark's pint of orange squash Oh, looks small. Looks tiny compared to your.
I mean, that is a bit embarrassing. I mean, if you're turning up to Hammer's chat, you want a ridiculously
Can I? Shall I join
drink.
in? Shall I join in, chaps?
You got 3 points.
I don't. Very much. Before you all take the piss, I don't have to do this. All right. I don't have to show you my beverage. I have a glass of water in a pink in my daughter's.
Sure.
Pink unicorn glass.
Well, I mean, this is masculinity as we approach 2025. This is it. This is how to be a man.
Orange squash, chamomile tea, and pink unicorn water. This is. I tell you what. I wonder if there's anyone like some of the old ICF boys are watching this.
Yeah. It's only because Guinness is in short supply. You can't get Guinness. That's why.
I'll tell you what, though. What I would say as a reply to that, the horn on this unicorn can cause a right nasty mischief. I'll tell you what.
I mean, I suppose, that's clutching it. That's clutching it very, very.
I'll be riding that unicorn for the Millwall fans.
Paper straws. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to go, boys. Have a lovely evening. Everybody, enjoy the game. I'm going to top up my water before the festivities. Leave you in the safe, capable hands of Northie and Nick. Cheers, fellas.
See you.
Cheers, buddy. So, Nick, obviously, what was your score prediction?
I can't make one. I still can't. I mean, I guess I'd throw 3-1 out there for the sake of it. But we could win 3-1, lose 3-1, draw 0-0 in the most boring game at all. 1-1. NH Hammer says, "Where's the testosterone?" I think my high hairline proves that I'm nothing but testosterone, from bones to balls.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I must admit, the one thing I don't think it will be is a 0-0. I think that's probably the only guarantee in this game. Which would probably be a great bet. That's got to be an amazing bet.
Players out there, like you said, yeah. I mean, Mavropanos in defence. I don't really care what to. If I was the manager, I mean, because I proved my masculinity, but I didn't pretend to drink beer. I just said chamomile tea. I'm literally drinking chamomile tea because I did not sleep well last night because it was Sunday to Monday. Never sleep well. Long story. Let's not go there. However, I really, really, really need to sleep tonight, so I'm just double bagging the chamomile and the rest of it. But if I was the manager and Todibo had gone for me in some sense or not, no one knows if he has. It's all nonsense anyway. I'd still play him above Mavropanos. I wouldn't be like, no, this is the rule. The unspoken rule of football is. Like, I look at Dinos in the eye and I think there's nothing going on mentally. There's nothing going on there. He doesn't know. Yeah. He's not aware of other people and stuff. So I just, oh God. I'm annoyed already. To be honest, I'm quite annoyed already thinking about what will Mavropanos do in a West Ham shirt. So that pisses me off. However, Somerville could have Bowen. Surely there's 3 goals there at least.
I think so. And I think it's the sort of game where Souček does seem to pop up with a goal against the lesser teams. Disrespectful as that sounds, but he doesn't do it against big teams. But I think he's got. I mean, we've got goals in us. I do think we've got goals in us, but I just think Wolves have as well. So I think it'll be a humdinger. I really do. When you look at the bench as well, I mean, I'm not surprised. I think you said you're surprised Fulkrug didn't start. I still don't think he's match fit. That's probably the only reason. Otherwise, I think he probably would. But yeah, Ings dropped again. So yeah, man, he's never going to make it here, is he? So it's got to be Fulkrug coming on. I think if there is a change to happen, which there always is.
I think it would be a nice change to make as well, seeing as we've got that option. By West Ham logic, if we win, maybe Lopetegui will be sacked. There's so much talk about the whole Potter thing, and you never know if it's absolute nonsense or what. But there seems to be more and more talk about that he, is closer to accepting the short-term deal or something like that. I would like to get to my ChatGPT experience of today, which you may have seen already. Because I asked ChatGPT, I didn't add context. I added no context to this. So this is very important to know that ChatGPT, I didn't set the premise and give an introduction and nothing, 0. And I just asked ChatGPT, give me 10 reasons why a goblin would not be able to run a football club. That's it. Why would a goblin, 10 reasons why a goblin is not able to run a football club. And
It's quite random.
number one, lack of human understanding. It says, goblins prioritize mischief and chaos, making it hard to understand team dynamics and human emotions. And then the second one, I will read all of them out at some point during the evening, so don't worry. The second one, financial irresponsibility. Known for hoarding treasures, goblins might overspend on shiny, it says, signings without strategy. So that's what, I don't know if this will come up, and it doesn't work when you put your phone up to the screen. Anyway, so I thought that was highly accurate. I enjoyed reading it. And there's eight there's 8 more to go. Dean, I think you've missed the point that we have a goblin running our football team. If anyone didn't get that, it was the insidious. It was the insidious goblin. Yeah, the Potter thing. I'm past caring. I just want Lopetegui out. I just want him out.
I think that's a bit harsh. I think he was Chelsea at that time was a poison chalice. I mean, they went through some top managers. Like I think it was a big job. It was a big step up. But I love the way he played at Brighton. And I know a lot of people are going to say that Brighton have got this amazing setup, which they have. I think they're a bit of an envy for most clubs. Actually, say clubs outside the Big Four. Most clubs, Brighton are set up really, really well. But he's seen it, so hopefully he can bring some of that to West Ham. We need some of that savvy going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, what Westwood says about Moyes, I mean, that is TalkSport. They don't do reporting.
They're just trying to get him a job.
They sit there. They do what we're doing, which is sit and talk shit. They don't do any reporting or journalism.
I see Inex is on me already with you gutted Ings ain't starting. No, I don't mind if Bowen's starting instead. That's not too bad. I'll take that.
I don't know if Ashley was confused by the goblin situation. If you imagine the goblin that we have in charge. Number 3, poor leadership skills. Their trickster nature doesn't inspire trust or respect from players or staff. So who does that remind you of? I mean, the name is quite concerning. Not really sure if I want to read those 2 words near my phone, which is constantly listening to me. So not going to read that. Stop. James says, make him stop. Make him stop. Just one more. This is for James Parmenter. Number 4, conflict-prone personality. Goblins thrive on disputes, which could destabilize the locker room. ChatGPT said that about goblins. So
you've got to get off ChatGPT, mate. You're enjoying it too much.
Richard Moyes is desperate. Yes, he's never coming back. It's just his mates saying, "Oh, he's wanted," so that he gets. Oh God, this is my dog going mental. Boshman stands in the saying he's watching the match. Yeah, I thought he was going to be, but then I wondered if he was on TV again, but he's not, because Monday Night Football had Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah, I can't see the commentators at the moment. Who are the commentators of this one? Do you know? Or like the panel? No. Report that in a second.
No, I don't know who's commentating. On Monday Night Football, it was only Jermaine Defoe and Jamie Carragher and the usual presenter, whatever his name is. No idea. But also, like, the other thing that's also been just it's just confusing me. We know that referees are crap. We know that. We're very aware referees are crap. The people in VAR are crap. But this week, it seems to have got worse somehow. Obviously, the Liverpool-Newcastle one, referee blows as Newcastle are breaking. And Anthony Gordon, he did dive and he wasn't punished. And then Virgil van Dijk comes across and just clearly shoulders him, like shoulder takes him out very purposely. Nothing happened. And then in Tottenham-Chelsea, there was the Caicedo did the leg.
Red card. I mean, that was bad,
worst leg ever. And it was weird because they were saying, oh, if you do it at pace, it's like this. And if you slow it down, it's like this. But they missed the point that if you did it at pace, you couldn't see it clearly, which tells you about the pace that it happened. The pace it had to happen for you not to see it. That was weird. And then obviously the Kulusevski, not even here, the head height elbow. And then the referee, or the ref watch thing on Sky, was trying to just make excuses for the ref, saying the dilemma, he kept using this word, well, the dilemma is, and the two panelists, Sue Smith and whoever the man is, were like, no, it's a red, because if you elbow someone in the head when you're running at pace, surely that's a red.
But here's a question for you, Nick. If you had to get rid of, if one could go tonight, Loppe or VAR, never to return, what one would you have?
Definitely Lopetegui. I don't know. In that, you'd have to come up with something ridiculous and nonsensical for me to want that option over Lopetegui going. It's so boring. It's such a waste of time. It's just stupidity, inefficiency, time wasting, and just all of that just combines together into a shit ball of daily West Ham reality that we're just saying, no, this is what you get. We don't know how to run a football club. We don't trust the manager. We're desperately seeking out candidates. The only reason we haven't appointed someone is we don't know how. We don't really offer the right contracts. We don't know what to do. They don't want the manager. So we're now at a case where it's fans, players, and board don't want him. Yeah. So yeah, I understand why he doesn't walk, because money is important.
Yeah, you're never gonna. You know what? Like anybody who's watching this in any job you're in, like if we got sacked, that's it. You're sacked. We don't get 3 years worth of money. So yeah, football managers don't walk. Quite rightly. I mean, if we're stupid enough to sign people on those contracts, that's just football, and it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like if the Goblin had to make such a shit decision to just give out long-term contracts to basically an unknown, like Lopetegui's as close as unknown could possibly be, but they give him a long-term contract. Now they're in the shit and they don't know what to do. And they've given him this game, call it a cup final, which it isn't. No one said that. They did. And just made us go through the same experience again and again and again. Arsenal wasn't enough. Leicester wasn't enough. This, who knows if it's going to be enough or not. I mean, I think this, if I was on for 5 mil, then yeah. I mean, you're in. Some people are in. Some people
it tastes the same, doesn't it, that tea?
Wolves 4th best at fast breaks. Yeah, and we've got Kilman and Mavropanos who are slow. Yeah. And then Kilman has worked in like the Kilman back hop into his repertoire when he's trying to close down Leicester attackers. And you shimmy like that, and Kilman just goes whoop and takes a step back. And we've got
this is going to come down to are West Ham going to play a high line? Because we play a high line. You know, they're going to crucify us. We don't have pace. We know we haven't got pace. Fabianski isn't a keeper that sits on the edge of his box. He sits on the edge of his 6-yard box, always leaves a gap. If we play high line, we are finished. So, yeah, I don't know if you answered the question earlier. I think I asked it to Gonzo. But do you want us to lose this game and Loppe guaranteed to go, or win it? And I know
if it was guaranteed. Like if that was the absolute guaranteed situation, again, who knows? Who knows? It could be lose one way, win the other. That's just completely illogical. I mean, if it was guaranteed, just have done with it. It's just odd. It's just like he won a competition, and we're being too polite to kick him out the door.
The football manager, David does say, and again, I know disagree with me on this one. Kilman has been great. He's had a couple of bad games, but overall he's been okay. I mean, he's gone from great to okay in just like 2 sentences. So, I mean, that's indecision there. But he's been okay. Has he been worth anywhere near that money? I think he's a good £5 million defender. Like, he's no better than Dawson. I prefer Dawson. Maybe not now, but when we had Dawson, much better player.
Yeah, the only way he works is if he plays alongside the defender that now the manager has fell out with. That's the only way he works. If he goes with someone with pace, or it's the same thing. Like, I know what people say with Potter. I know he's boring, and I know he's not any part of our club. And there's a lot of like it's a bit shit.
Just
I mean, I likened him earlier to basically like a tepid, bad quality hot chocolate. If you didn't have it, like if you had no drink and you were desperate for some form of sustenance, if you were standing outside in the cold at a train station and it was 0 degrees and you're like, oh God, I haven't had breakfast, I'm starving, and someone handed you like a weak, tepid hot chocolate. That's Graham Potter, but he's still better than nothing. Lopetegui's now Lopetegui's minus what he could. It's an alternate reality of nonsense that we just keep having to live with as football fans. I mean, a lot of other fans aren't happy with their managers. Obviously, this is what our third or fourth El Sacchio, P45, whatever you want to call it. We keep having them. And then terrible, wanky Tottenham Hotspur. They were singing passionately the name of their manager 1 month ago in full voice with their nonsense kind of, oh, isn't it so quirky chant about and Postecoglou. And then a few losses later, they can't stand him, where they literally said, they said when they had Mourinho and Conte, they said, oh, I would rather lose 4-3 and go for it than win 1-0. That's what they've got, and they're not happy with us. Not comparing us to Tottenham fans, of course, but again, I think I always like to make a little pre-game anti-Tottenham rant, and that was my opportunity to do so. So thank you.
Would you take Ange if he was available?
Over Lopetegui? Yes. 100%, because he has flaws, but you do feel like he knows how to run a football club. Lopetegui is just, he doesn't. Like, I want to make it clear, it's against the owner. Nothing's really against him per se. He's just a bit of a chancer. I'm sure he believes in himself. Just get my screen ready. I'm sure he believes in himself. I'm sure he doesn't know he's shit, but he definitely very much is. Anyway, game's probably kicked off, so let's have a look.
I'm watching it on Now TV, so if I'm behind, it's going to be annoying.
We're going to be served up with tonight. Anyone can hear the commentator? If anyone can hear, who's the commentator, let us know, because I don't know who the commentator is. I mean, the co-commentator. The main commentator is usually crap anyway. So I think I'm like 15 seconds behind. Let me know. Let me know when you see the ball being kicked off.
Except also got 2 goals last time out. Hopefully tonight. Yeah, he's been off form. I must admit, I do follow Dawson. I thought he was great for us, but
at the moment I'm looking at a very rodentile Gary O'Neill.
Marling's Wan-Bissaka has been great. Yeah, probably the best one.
Finley's gone with social media wording of Cook. Finley, are you a Wolves fan? Just wondering. No, I'm looking at Jared Bowen.
Yeah, me. We're on the same time at least. Richard said he's a 15 to 25 million defender. Talking about Kilman. Probably the lower end now, I'd say.
Yeah, DC is also not a fan of Carrick. I think we are. I mean, the fact that we may be idolising Carrick shows how pathetic we are as a fan base. I mean, I'm not saying anyone else is pathetic, but I am. But the fact that we're like, oh, Carrick, oh, he's an ex-player. I mean, he's kind of an ex-player, and he's managed one club for a number of months. So I think I think the players aren't going to look up to him. I think they might just. I think the players may possibly respect Potter because he's quite boring. I think boredom is an okay step up from jokes.
The excitement of David Moyes and Lopetegui. The non-stop shits and giggles you must get out of those managers. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, here we go. Kicked off. Good, wonderful. I mean, what is going to happen in the next 90 minutes? It could be absolutely anything. This is the exciting part.
So yeah, we're just checking it is Bowen who's central. So Kudos is out on the right, solid behind Bowen. So I know you said you wanted to see Kudos up front through the middle.
Yeah, I thought it would have made sense because I thought Bowen has been at least getting a run on the right. Defense is horrendous.
Yeah, no arguments there, mate.
There's no way Mavropanos comes out of this game looking any better.
Okay, who you put your money on first scorer?
Kudus. Look at that, Max Kilman chesting it down brilliantly, laying it off to Kudus, who goes on one of his dribbles. I thought I saw a West Ham fan on a comment on one of the various millions of YouTube videos that he didn't think Kudus was elite. I can't remember the word. But anyway, I mean, I know people have different opinions, but Jesus.
Yeah, I think it's the only, maybe with Bowen as well. Probably only got a couple of players that you think would get in a top four kind of easy. Kudus is definitely one of those, I think. He played
now, because DC loves to give me jip and much criticism whenever possible, and I take it dealing with love. Pretty sure DC's stolen that off Frankie Boyle. So, not about Graham Potter.
That's all, I hadn't heard it. It's all funny.
That was sweet. That was a sweet moment. Dave says, being a West Ham fan is like kid at Christmas. All your mates get an Xbox, but you know you get too surprised when your man's not type break. Yes. Very, very much so. Audi Alias is what's he up to? Is he pantsing us early on?
So he's saying it's going to finish Wolves.
I'm not sure if that's a prediction or. Yeah, he's on a wind up.
He knows a bit behind. It's just the mind you, we do like an early goal, so it would have been a shock.
Yes. If people have been with the channel a while, they know where that means. If they've only just joined this season, they might think he's searching for illegal narcotics. Everybody got a SNES. West Ham fans got a Master System. Which one was the Master System? That was the very first, and the Mega Drive was next.
Yeah.
So we're Master System, Mega Drive, Sega Saturn. No, that's a car. Was it a Sega Saturn? I had one for a while. Virtua Fighter 2. Very good game.
Yeah, they're all good.
And then I got an N64. And then recently, because I'm so pathetic, I got the old N64 games on a Nintendo Switch, like Banjo-Kazooie. So any other Banjo-Kazooie fans out there? Oh, Kenya's rolling around. Suchek looks apologetic, so I don't know if this will be the actual, Suchek probably saw Kulusevski and thought you can elbow players, which you can if you're Kulusevski. Let's see. Oh no, it was nothing. It was good old Dinos. Dinos the dinosaur nutted him.
Or Richards pulled a good one out of the bag there.
Yeah, absolutely classic. And again, I'm so pathetic. I bought that thing. There was I don't know if it was like a cheat code thing. It was this cartridge that you put in, and then you put the GoldenEye on top of that, and then you had it's good times. Good times in the 90s. Criveler, or whatever that stands for. Greetings from France. Come on, the West Ham.
Good run by Somerville into the box, but it's just crowded out.
What minute were you on? What minute?
I'm just about to hit 5 minutes. What are you on?
How did you outpace me? I thought we were absolutely even Stevens, and then
I switched. Live cam.
Really? Somerville is a ray of joy. His name is so accurate because out of all the shit of the season, he is a bright light of goodness.
Yeah, he is. And how old is he? 23?
No idea. Leon reminds people, please hit the like button. That's all you got to do. There's a like button right there.
Or the Luke button.
Banjo is good. X Sienna X. I just remember what score. 0-0. We haven't let in a goal. Oh, it is. I'm thinking about Banjo-Kazooie now. It's probably more enjoyable than this. Timer's bust. I think there's no timer.
No, we've switched back. Haven't we? To
we're using
this one.
Yeah, just because. I mean, I prefer it anyway. I just like it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can catch you up.
Catch me up. Yeah, so Wolves just knocking around at the back at the moment. Oh, they pass it out of play. No, it wasn't. Tackled Emerson. Wolves throw. No real shots on target. Or at all.
Who's the co-commentator? Did we find out?
No.
All right, Simon, let's know who's the co-commentator and how are they dismissively talking about us, as they usually do.
Bone gets clattered. I think it'll be okay. Let's have a look at that again.
Where else is going on?
Oh, bad foul. So whoever the Wolves number 4 is, took Bowen up. Formation, what formation are we playing? Looks like a 4-3-3 or a 4-5-1. I haven't seen him go forward enough yet to know. 4-2-3-1.
All this trying to catch up is not working.
That tackle.
All right, what minute and second are you on now?
7:32.
Oh, I'm only 7 seconds behind.
Oh, loving that. West Ham got the ball in the box. There to deliver. Somerville
Decent
chips
run.
it in. Oh, go on. Block from Wolves defender. Attacking intent. I'll tell you, I know we were shockingly defensive in the last game against Leicester, but if we attack with that intent, this is going to be a really entertaining game. Yeah. And it is West Ham going.
If they don't just invite the opposition striker to have a lovely run through on goal, then we've got a chance. Oh, there's an almost very, very nice pass from Bowen there. Somerville doing brilliantly.
Jamie has come up with an alternative. If it ends in a 0-0, they both end up with a sack. That'd be interesting.
That would be nice.
Nice for both teams.
Linamenta, Wolves to score first. I mean, they could break. Yeah, starting Fulcrum does make some sense.
I don't think he's fit enough.
You think he's fit?
I think he would. If he was fit, I think he would, but I just don't think he's fit enough.
They should swap managers. There should be a rule.
Like a loan. See how they get on.
Oh, for the love of God, come on, Sam. Like we've started we started in a normal way, as if we're at home and not crap. It's JP is happy Ings is not on. Yeah, he didn't.
Oh, that was silky by Soler there. Goodness, plays it to Wan-Bissaka in the box. Chips it in. Oh, that's unlucky. That could have broken to us. The Wolves bring it away.
Oh, I can't believe we're not going to score soon, based on what's happening now.
Good pressure.
And
we're clapping on 9 minutes. Is that 9 minutes? Round of applause for Antonio.
Yes. I don't know if they've released any details there. Because he crashed years ago. He was dressed in a snowman outfit. Someone said this time he was dressed in an elf outfit, but I didn't see that credibly reported. Although it wouldn't surprise me.
No, I think the other was just a prang. Well, a prang where he ended up in someone's garden. A bit more than the prang, maybe, but a bit more humorous.
In the garden, some of you get a knock on the door. Sorry, mate, I've just pranged your garden with my car.
Ferrari.
I thought that was a Lambo that time. Oh, come on, could just go with it. Go with it.
Balls on the counter.
Oh.
Wan-Bissaka's got him. Don't worry. In his pocket. Chase him. Yeah, I told you. Wan-Bissaka cleans up. Oh, but Wolves win it back. DC says he's got a light shade of lipstick today. Bit pink.
The obvious answer is DC, what shade does your mum wear? But I don't. I'm above that. Come on. There are a hell of a lot of empty seats. A lot of people. That could just be trains and traffic or something. But the number of people who said they were just fed up and are not going, and the number of empty seats, which there never usually are this many, even if it's on TV and it's cold, there's not usually that many.
You never know with Stratford what's happening there.
Rich is here for the lipstick chat and the mother chat. If there's ever a moment where we need to go for it, this is it. Wolves are just sitting back. The thing about Gary O'Neill, he's a funny one. I think he could be a good manager. I think he knows about football, and I think he knows about tactics. But for some reason, they had this thing where, for a period of time, they were filming him like behind the scenes in the changing room and stuff like that, and he just kept overdoing things, like emotionally. He kept trying to make these like big speeches, and the camera panned around, and the players, they weren't looking at him and they were kind of looking at each other thinking, oh God, Gary's off on one again. So I just think he overdoes it, and the players just get annoyed with him. I feel like day in, day out.
I think, obviously, we're talking about Loppy there, but do you think if Wolves, Gary O'Neill then has just got to draw this, not to get sacked?
I don't think he's that bad.
So the pressure's much, more pressure on Loppy tonight.
Yeah, I mean, again, how do you just keep on going as a football fan every week? Oh, he's still here. Is he going yet? No, to make him go, you have to lose consecutively many times against shit teams.
The score is still 0-0.
0-0, no chances. We had an excellent first 10 minutes, and then for the last 3, nothing happened. But now we're attacking again. I think the ref will give that. I think Kudus, if he calms down a bit, if he had a few sips of chamomile tea before the game and just channeled his brilliance, I feel very, very confident he's going to score this game.
It's your first scorer, yeah?
I mean, if I had to pick a first scorer, yeah. First scorer is obviously impossible, which is why the odds are always ridiculous on it, because anything odd happens. But if he's up for it, if he just gets like a moment of rhythm where he can take it past one, or something happens and then he's on the front foot. So far, he hasn't quite been able to take enough steps forward. And we are only like 13 minutes in, so he hasn't had a chance yet. But I think if he gets a chance to actually run at them with a bit of space, I think he'll score. Rich would take Ange. Read into that.
Make West Ham great again. Look, a minute's applause when we've all been slagging him off every Saturday for 18 months. Yeah, but we have to separate football and the human here. I'm not Antonio's biggest fan, haven't been, so I wouldn't be a hypocrite and say I want him in a team. But, this is different gravy. This is a man with family, so I wish him all the best.
Yeah, I know where make West Ham great again. I know where he's coming from. In that different people do say different things. And it would be good if it didn't take a car crash to get people, let's just say, emotional about our players or something. I've always been very careful with my words about Antonio to say that as a club, we shouldn't be relying on the 34-year-old, which is obviously the same direction you've taken with him. And obviously, make West Ham great again. What hasn't said that we've been, slagging Antonio off, because we haven't. But yeah, obviously he is a great character. But yes, you separate one from the other. Footballing wise, we shouldn't be in a position where we're trying to finish top 8 with a 34.5-year-old due to having. And the number goes up. I think it was 54. I think in the Sullivan era,
he's not that old.
I think we've bought 54 strikers, which is true because the last number I heard was 40 something. Which again brings up the Goblin. I think if everyone in the chat was wondering, why isn't Nick reading out any more Goblin?
We're all wondering that.
ChatGPT stuff. Number 6 of ChatGPT, with no premise, being asked, why can't a Goblin run a football club? Number 6 is lack of media savvy. Goblins are known for their abrasive and rude behavior, which would alienate fans and the press. That's the best of AI coming up with that, with no premise. Anyway, corner.
Comes to nothing.
Decent corner, but just odd header by Kilman was that. Nice. It was nice corner to the back post, but then he just.
Oh, Mavropanos, what were you doing there?
He just put it wrong and headed it down instead of back across.
Oh my God! Terrible pass by Somerville. Wolves get it back. They come at us again.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
We've got everyone back though.
You're a few seconds ahead of me, so I have to judge it by your reaction.
Long shot, and it's miles over. Matic said it was good to hit. That's another one. It was good, interesting hearing Bilic on TalkSport. I only caught a little bit of it. So if there was any particular nuggets, James, Do let us know. I did hear him kind of briefly talking about we should be giving Loppy more time. But I guess as a manager, you would say that you're in the managers' union. But if there's any other nuggets, feel free to drop them in the comments.
James could have gone January. Arsenal sniffing around.
Yeah,
if they can afford 85 after what they, and also because he won't replace their golden boy Saka, even though I still believe he's a better footballer. But I mean, if you're Guardiola at City, Kudus is better. I think Kudus is better than Doku. I think Kudus is better than Grealish. Bernardo Silva's getting too old. Phil Foden's not quite what people make him out to be. If I was Guardiola looking at Kudus, I would think he's exactly what I need in my life.
I don't know. Would he get in that team?
Yes, on the right wing. He's perfect. He's so perfect for them. Kudus next to Haaland. I mean, come on. Like, it's just... I don't want them to buy him, but I just think... I think he's that good. I just think for us, this season, firstly, there's too much going on. Crap manager that no one likes.
I'm just surprised. It's sort of a Man U type player. They didn't go for him, especially when Ten Hag was there because he knew him. Like, you must think, I know what he can do.
Exactly. That proves how good he is. Because what's wrong with Somerville?
I don't know what's happened here. Somerville.
I don't think he's injured. No, he doesn't.
Got to take off his.
He just wants to take off his top. That's all. I don't know why they made such a big deal about it.
Yeah, this is weird. And he's back on.
Is Charlie still part of Hammer's chat? No, he left. He left you all, and we will never leave you. Dean confirms 54. I mean, God, why? That's the thing. What does Sullivan think of himself when he wakes up in the morning? Or what a nice run by Somerville.
Yeah, Somerville done really well retaining the ball there.
Will wake up and think, does he think no, I don't care. I don't care about that. Or does he think, oh, I'm making some decisions. Not all of them will be good, but most of them are. 54. Jesus Christ. Alfred Antonio Helleland, how are Wolves doing so far? We're the better team. The only chance they have is when we make mistakes. James says, Bilic was talking about West Ham way and how's that looking for the team now? Obviously, yeah. He was on Sky as well, but I don't know why. We're passing now, isn't he?
For West Ham with the ball in defence. Very Rancid said, I would love to give Loppy more time if there was an improvement, just to give some faith. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of sacking people quickly. I don't want to be the kind of Arsenal fan TV where everyone jumps on it and it's just sensational headlines. But equally, I think we all know Loppy is just, I mean, it's a bad appointment. Sometimes you've got to admit your mistakes.
Terrible cross by a Wolves player, but their left back rescues it. I mean, they are crap. Dear God, they're bad.
We've lost the crap teams before, Nick. Don't worry about that. Wolves in the box. Cross comes in. Weird. Cleared by Wan-Bissaka. Wolves are growing in confidence, though. Oh, my God. The shot comes in. Fabianski saves.
Alfred asked for a prediction. It's easier to make a prediction now. We're 20 minutes in. I still think we'll win.
Still saying 3-1.
Saying that we'd win comfortably feels very weird saying that, but I think it could actually happen.
I'll say 2-1. We'll win 2-1.
Wolves are so bad. We just need to make a consecutive number of correct decisions that end up with somehow giving the ball to Kudus. And I'm convinced he'll do the rest. Oh, no foul from the ref there. Thank you. Martin Cotter, we are proper shit. Yeah.
Called it 20 minutes in.
Christian Gibbings. I once knew a boy called Michael Gibbons. Funny name. We're always the better team, chaps. We have to miss forward to terrible loan and crap managers. Yeah.
someone doesn't agree with you with the Kudus.
Yeah, I mean, people have different opinions, so there will always be surprising. I don't have any baby bells. I've got some of those fancy Lindt chocolate balls.
It's Christmas.
I'm going to pair with my delicious chamomile tea any moment now.
Okay, right.
Game's got a bit crap in the last couple of minutes. It's got scrappy, and when you're playing Wolves, you shouldn't do that.
Last week I told you I'd broken open the mince pies early. You can't. They don't stay in the cupboard. Today I broke the Ferrero Rochers. It's just, if you buy that sort of stuff too early at Christmas, it just can't stay uneaten. It's impossible.
It's good. I mean, I think we need to make it posher. I did mention the Andrea Bocelli song, Time to Say Goodbye, that I went to Gonzo earlier. He tried to one-up me by saying that the English version was with Sarah Brightman, maybe. I can win Wanker of the Day by saying that I actually saw Andrea Bocelli sing that song live. Wanker of the Day. You're not going to top that. The ticket was free. I got the ticket off the same person who gave me a free ticket to Backstreet Boys. And because it was free, I went to watch them 20 years ago.
It's saved.
Oh, lovely acceleration there. But that was close. That was a really good chance from Bowen. Arguably should have done better. Shot a bit close to the goalkeeper. But yeah, I mean, 22 minutes in, Wolves are making it easy for us. Got to get a goal.
That's a corner. West Ham corner.
Yeah, it was a decent cross. Suchek got it well, forced the corner. I mean, God, we've got to score. They are absolutely asking for us to score. How could it be that we win and Lopetegui's sacked? How could they? Would they need to spin that, or could they just say thank you? Do you think, how does Sullivan's mind work? In his mind, would this make him look good? That, the manager I wanted did win his last game against relegation opposition. I don't know. I was trying to think about what twisted maze of his mind results in saying, Julen, adios, vaya con Dios.
Kudos trying to do too much there. Just runs into trouble.
Yeah,
now it's 1-on-1.
He's done that.
He's Wan-Bissaka release, so Wan-Bissaka's got pace. 2-on-2 now. Go forward.
Alvarez is
we'll collect that one. Alvarez has actually got back and helped out. Funny enough, there our two centre backs were Alvarez and Wan-Bissaka. So the actual centre, I don't know where the centre backs were. They've gone AWOL. That could have been iffy.
Jamie Hunt is doubting I went to see Backstreet Boys because it was free. I mean, they put on a good show. I'm not going to lie about that. They did what they do. And it was wonderful. No score time in the watch line because we're using a different system today because Gio was doing something else, and the other system is fiddly, and I like the system anyway.
Simon said Kudos was greedy. He was a bit there. I think he was trying to do a bit too much, but
yeah, he did that once before, which. It's hard to. It's a kind of good quality to have in a sense. It's not like that much wrong with it, but he just needs to be a bit patient. Another good song by another boy band there. Patience by Take That. Good song.
I've just noticed on Kilman's shirt as well that they've cut the. I think Antonio did it as well, didn't they? They're all cutting the shirt. I mean, that's a terrible design flaw.
Lee says this is shit. The game or us, Lee? The game or us?
Bit of both. But yeah, it's gone a bit lackluster.
Dean's getting block happy. I don't know what Freddie said. Valentine Gibbons. I just said that I knew a boy called Michael Gibbons, and then Valentine Gibbons pops up. Is that coincidence? He is, Fulkrug is on the bench. And it would be nice to have an actual striker in the striker position at the moment. Maybe take off. I mean, the Wolves are so bad. We could lose a midfielder. We could just take off a midfielder and go for, 4-4-2.
Someone made a good point here in the comments. I just want to bring this one up. Where was it? Where's it gone? Jeff said, scary thing about this game is it's our easiest for a while. Yeah. Barring the Southampton one we've got on Boxing Day. Bournemouth, on form. Brighton, always decent. Liverpool, City, Villa, FA Cup. I don't care about the FA Cup. We're not doing anything in that. So there's some tough games coming up. So, we've got to get someone in.
Mark says, Paqueta, I most respectfully disagree, Mark. Can't stand him. Falls over. Gordon says, team frustrate the life out of you. And Dean was just making himself feel good. I can make you feel good. Who is that by? Daniel Valentine. Friends with Valentine Gibbons? I don't know. There's a Valentine Gibbony thing happening at the moment. It's a bit weird. How are we not winning? I don't know. It's decision making, which again, if you believe the way that football management works, is down to the manager to be like, right, guys, this is how we're going to set up, not just get them on the pitch and go attack. If Potter is partially responsible for Brighton's shapy structuriness, that would be okay. And just, I don't know. We don't know what Lopetegui communicates to the players on an individual basis.
Oh, Soler shoots.
Lovely.
Oh, what a block by Wolves.
Very unlucky. Excellent pass. Was that Kudus through to Soler? Really nice cutting through ball. No, it's Somerville.
Good touch.
A really
actually
nice,
good shot as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good
Great
dink
ball.
over. Landed about 16 yards. Great left foot touch. Nice shot, but by that point, 2 Wolves players were sliding in.
Somerville's looked
West Ham.
quality
We've got to
so
score.
far.
Maybe if we scrape a victory, Lopetegui will get sacked. Maybe that's what we want.
It's like another corner.
Just a 1-0. 1-0, last minute, Souček header, sack.
Oh, it's coming. It is coming. Short corner, Somerville again.
Wolves are just asking for this.
That was not a good shot.
Yeah.
Blocked and away.
It was a bad angle to shoot from anyway.
Yeah.
That's the thing, just decision making. Like, what is, we need a manager to communicate these things to the players at certain times.
We're just saying this pedestrian.
Attack, and keep attacking. But how? How to attack? What passes? What shapes? Some form of expectations.
Yeah, as Steve said, worrying. The worrying thing is this is the same that happened at Leicester. It was all us, and we ended up getting spanked. Yeah, I think
we were a goal down, but yeah, it's just the pace. It's just the manager needs to come up with a structure that paces the pace of the attack. You can't just rush every single thing all the time, non-stop.
Yeah, you'd hope we'd learn as well. We'd learn a bit from that game. You'd hope. The free kicks West Ham again.
This is when Valentine Gibbons says, I'm actually in Evans. The obvious question would be, why did you not put Valentine Evans then? Or is your name something like Emma Evans, but Valentine Gibbons is your screen name? What's going on? Hasib says, not taking a chances. Neil says, don't get these tactics. Obsidian is back. Mr. Volcanic Glass himself. Curse. Even though I'm looking at rooting from tonight because Sully has treated them like a can't. That says there. I've got that song in my head now. I can make you feel good. Who was that by? Actually, Wolves are more likely to play better footy than Wolves. It's good, James. That gets the ball rolling. It's not a good pun, but that's a snowball effect. That pun.
Someone, when you sung that, someone in the chat went Shalimar, and that is typically if I don't know any song from the 70s in a pop quiz, I just go stick Shalimar down. Always, you're 50-50 chance.
Then he left with Mickey Energy at the start is gone. There's so many empty seats. This must be an element of boycotting, which won't do anything.
Well, it's also Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, what Dave says about the effort. I think the effort is okay, but it's just not directed. It's just splattering, spurting juice all over the place rather than any tactical insertion.
My God. That could have been a goal. So Wolves, we could have scored then.
Oh my God. How did that player not get to that first? Was that Alvarez getting back? Yes.
Let's have a look. Just doing the
Dear
replay.
God, that could have been the Leicester moment with Gomez.
So Emerson is way off from the left there. Closes down. Cross comes in. Good cross. Oh, and he misses it. Alvarez didn't really put him off, or maybe he did put him off, but that should have been 1-0.
I like this. If we go, I'm on my mum's account. Sorry for the confusion. That's okay. I mean, I like the fact that we've gone this far into this, but it's been cleared up. Accounts, names. We're absolutely clear with everyone's registrations correct and proper. At least this is so bad. Why are we so slow? Why isn't Piquet playing? I admire your. Well, this is what happened there. That was a good attack. I think we're doing okay. I think people are getting pissed off and frustrated because Wolves are so bad. And one goal, you'd think if there was ever going to be floodgates, one goal would do it. I think we're doing okay. We just need to make calmer, chamomile-based decisions, and we'll have a chance.
Corner comes in. Oh, just eludes everybody. Bowen gets it though. Kudus takes a shot. Oh my God. Oh, it's a great save by Johnson. Thought we'd have got the follow-up. Who was following that up? Just couldn't quite get to it.
That was half a yard from Souček. That was.
Yeah, that was
the closest. That was the closest we've come. And there was that Bowen shot. Should have done better, but from that one,
Souček could have maybe just.
Oh wow! Come on, we've got to score.
6 corners though already for West Ham. This is good.
A lot of people are getting annoyed, but I believe we can do it. Another nick. Are West Ham scared of Wolves? We need to crank up the punometer. Lee says, "What the hell is going on?" Alex says, "We'll be gone tomorrow."
Cross comes in. Oh, punched over
Decent
by
cross.
Johnson. Another corner.
Decent cross.
7 corners.
Flag sandwich. I agree. The goal is coming. I mean, it has to be. I know we said this against Wolves, but that was a bit different because they were 1 up, and they're at home. You sound as desperate as ever. We are desperate. It's all West Ham. We're just pummeling.
How did he miss that? Oh, 6 yards out. And he
is it
hits it
possible
over.
to be at this point? Oh, what was that 7-yard volley? Let's have it. How far away was that?
Totally on his own.
Oh,
And
6
absolutely
yards
spoons
out.
it. How is he a professional footballer? I don't know. I don't know, Harry.
We're getting down. We're getting down to mere inches at this point. Chance after chance after chance.
Yeah, standard here on the West Ham watch along.
Ross, Matt, I don't know about your Christmas jumper, but you can get them on Hammer's Chat. Have Christmas jumpers. Look on the description, and you will find the Hammer's Chat store, and you will find Christmas tat on there. Do or do isn't happy. Jeff is going the biting ankles. Come on, lads. Come on. I think Vulpine means Wolves. Maybe work something in the Vulpine category.
Yeah, I agree, Andrew. Even if we fluke a win, it will prove nothing. You're right.
It's okay. It's all right so far. I'm telling you, 1-0 scrape a 1-0 win, and we've got plausible sackability on Lopetegui's weird head. Okay, well, 35 minutes. Okay, 35 minutes. I reckon we can have another 2 chances.
Yeah,
and not let in a counter attack.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I think.
Bowen, is he onside? Ross comes in.
Can't believe it. Didn't look on.
Is he offside there? If not, it was a great run.
Is it a corner? Seems so.
Looks.
I've got this crazy feeling we're going to score in the next several minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bowen's cross was to Souček, who just didn't have the pace to get in there quick enough.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. James says Wolves will be dancing around us by the end. Yes, and they might even Costner Lopetegui his job. No, that wouldn't make sense. Interestingly, Kevin Costner won the Best Director Oscar for Dances with Wolves. Little factoid for you there.
Crap film.
I think it was 1991.
Too long. Too boring. Anything that wins an Oscar is
90 minutes
usually
and I'm done.
rubbish.
That's it. One of the greatest films of all time. After 90 minutes, he's like, no, done. He's done. He dances with the fucking wolves. I've seen it. So
absolute boring flop. It's
loved. I could sit there with a chamomile tea and watch Dances with Wolves just again and again and again. I think I might watch it on Boxing Day. I might give myself a treat.
Jesus, it'd be fun in your house at Christmas. Reservoir Dogs is on Netflix. Watch that. Much better.
Christmas Day set up. Christmas Day, I've saved the last Grand Tour. I've saved the Family Guy Christmas special, and I've saved Deadpool Wolverine. So that's the day. That's the day done. I think I'm going to go Grand Tour, and then I think I'm going to have a fatty lunch with a pint of Baileys, and then have a nap. Wake up feeling refreshed and watch Family Guy and Deadpool Wolverine. That's the plan.
Yeah, that's better.
Andrew says, "Stop kidding yourselves." yes, Andrew. I know, but I'm trying to not be.
We're West Ham fans. That's all we've got, Andrew. You know.
Yeah, West Ham, bit wary.
Delusion.
Why only got score and time on, Brian? Because there was a reason why we switched back to the old system. Scores 0-0. Time is 38:03-ish. So there you go. You just ask. Yeah, I know Deadpool Wolverine will be a letdown, but I'll have had a pint of Baileys by that point, so I'll think it's hilarious. And there you go. Literally the next comment. DP movie so good. So
most of them.
It's going to be. It's just a boring. I don't really care about Christmas. Every year is too much. They should do it every 4 years, like the World Cup. Not every year. Oh, here it comes again.
Shot comes in.
Wolves trying to attack a bit. This is going to play right into our hands for a counter.
Okay.
TBFL official. West Ham are playing amazing. I mean, we're playing well against a shit team, but we can't score. Where's the scores and times? It's 0-0 and it's 38:55-ish.
Hasib has said, I mean, yeah, every Christmas you have to have an Only Fools and Horses on. That's nap time. That's mid-afternoon nap time. More drinking in the evening.
Could break.
Pushing forward.
You're ahead of me by 8 seconds.
Kilman in the box. Somerville gets it. Get crossing. Oh, block shot.
Kilman, you're not going to take on 3. It's the thing, Somerville, he's been playing well. It's a great player. Didn't need to shoot. 39 minutes in, 0-0 when we were on top at home. He didn't need to take that shot. Obviously, we kept possession, luckily. You just don't need to. Maybe you just wait for Emerson to get up or something. Have you actually got Dances with Wolves on? I mean, not right now, Neil. But I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to bloody love every minute of it.
Just trying to commentate on one of the worst films ever made. That'd be awful. Bad enough watching it, and talking about it. It's like, what's the one that DiCaprio won an Oscar for? Like his worst film, but he got an Oscar because
Aviator.
I was like, no, the one where he had to
Great Gatsby.
No, cut open like a dead carcass and sleep inside it.
Oh yeah, The Revenant.
Oh god, that was poop.
Yeah, it was straight. It wasn't really a film. It was just watching him slowly die.
Suffer. Yeah. The remnants. Yeah, that's about right. The West Ham have had 9 attempts, 2 on target. Wolves have had 5, 2 on target.
Yeah, this is the thing. In all of the Lopetegui talk, like in the relentless talk this season, we don't know. Like, no one actually knows anything about what happens in training.
Great ball, Somerville.
See, there you go. Val likes the Revenant. See? Poles apart.
No.
Violated by a bear.
Oh, God.
Was it your mum? Oh, dear. Made myself happy there. Urban Fox, yeah, this is a painful watch. Oh, come on. I still believe. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street, great film.
Yeah, amazing. That was Oscar worthy.
He got inside a horse. What, Richard's mum? You know the game's bad. You know the game's bad when, come on, we're getting silly now. Come on, guys. Yeah, everyone's welcome.
This game does have danger all over it. It's we've got to score. We've got to score soon.
Nice film chat. What's it in Gilbert Grape? Yes, good film. Good film.
Going back, very young then, wasn't he?
Tell you what's a good film. Richard Gere, Arbitrage. Crap name for a film. Don't think it's just, nothing really happens. Richard Gere is so good in that film. Arbitrage, very good film. Should watch
Primal
it.
Fear
Unknown.
is the best one. Primal Fear is quality.
Unknown. Here's a film. Does anyone know this film? Like seriously, William H. Macy, right? Real actor, quality actor. William H. Macy. The film, I loved it. It's one of his best films. No one knows it. It's called Edmund.
I know William H. Macy, but I don't know the film.
No one knows it. I did watch it. I didn't dream it. I think I hallucinated it. No one knows this film, Edmund. It's so good because he's weird. He's just a weirdo and he plays a complete freak the whole way through and he plays it brilliantly.
Oh, I think I might have seen that, yeah.
It's so good. It's just weirdness and William H. Macy at his absolute best. It's very good. Edmund with a U.
Oh, Wolves defender slips. Bowen plays it through to Kudus. Come on. Oh, he went for a shot. Still got the ball. Get a cross in. Kudus is so strong. He's holding him off.
Shoot all the time.
Wan-Bissaka crosses it in. Somerville. Oh, just wide. Just wide.
Fuck's sake.
It's good strength by Kudus.
It's just the second of patience. Why do we keep spannering it like it's the 90th minute? My God.
Film, True Romance.
Classic film. Absolutely classic. Brilliant film. Classic film. You're so cool. Wonderful line. Brilliant music.
So nearly 44 minutes, and I think we've like the Leicester game, we've deserved to be in front, but we just can't get that final shot off.
Hasib goes for fracture. Was that Anthony Hopkins and some young dude? Can't remember the young dude.
Oh dear, that was a bad tackle by Emerson. Got to be a yellow card. It is. Yeah, that was a reckless one.
Lord, he likes swords and sandals. Troy. It was pretty good film.
Have a look at this tackle again by Emerson.
Carlito's Way.
Oh, wasn't as bad.
Let's have a look at this tackle. It wasn't that bad. Have you gone to cinema and left before the end? Before it was crap. You left at Joker 2, didn't you?
Joker 2, I walked out. Yeah, first one's to walk out as well. I was like to the wife, if he sings another song, I'm gone. And then we waited for about another 3 songs. I was like, no, I'm going. I've had enough. What's a pile of crap?
Wolves trying to attack.
Wolves shoot. Oh, it's blocked. Another shot comes in. Oh, this is scrappy. They've got it back again.
It was well out from.
It's away now, but we could break Somerville. Oh, that is a shocker. It's a yellow card all day long.
Ooh, that is a full flip. He did a 270 flip.
Yeah.
My God. He landed.
I want to watch that in slow mo just for the acrobatics.
That could have been a neck breaker, that one. If he hit his head, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If there was ever an orange card tackle, it's that.
Mango asked, do you think Nicholas will enter?
Yes.
Yeah, but who would you take off? I wouldn't take off Somerville, which is what he would usually do. I think he's been really good, Somerville. Been very lively.
If we keep playing like this, I'd probably take off Soler, because if we're not going to be smart and patient and pass it around and, pass, move, triangles, final ball, if we're not going to do any of that, if we're going to keep doing this, then just the old fox in the box, Fuchs in the Keister, as Wolves break.
Well done, Somerville blocks again. And that's,
I left the cinema.
That's half time.
From Hell with Johnny Depp. I left. Just naming films now because the game's so bad. 7, great film. Leon, Fargo.
Oh,
How
Jeff,
were we doing this time last year? We were shit.
Wolves are at the door. Take that one. So, who would you? What are your thoughts on that? Who would you take off? Who would you put on, Nick?
It's a very tricky one. I mean, what I think would be better, or I would do if I was manager, is, I mean, ideally before this game, they would have had a structure or a system in place or a plan to attack Wolves, who are crap and who are going to sit back. And the plan would not have been just shoot on sight. You know what, lads? If you get any form of shooting opportunity, just twat it goalwards. Just not that. So, you know, we'd be more likely to make more chances. We've had decent chances, but haven't been able to finish them because there's been no composure. Bowen had a good shot, but he was at full pace. Souček was very close. Mavropanos twatted over from 6 yards. So rather than a change, you just try and teach them composure if you haven't done any of that, and say, look, get the ball up to the final third, and then just why not pass and move? Give that a go instead of just shoot. If you're going to change it, yeah, get Fulkrug on. I mean, he scored, so he should be feeling good. And probably Soler off, because if Wolves are just sat back, what's the point, really? Unless if people believe Paqueta's still capable of not just being crap.
I don't know. Do people believe that? I don't know. It's
couple of people said Paqueta on. I've absolutely lost faith in him. Even he came on the Leicester game, he didn't do, you know, the great through ball. He still was rolling around on the floor, holding his face. So I don't believe in Paqueta. I mean, in theory, yeah, he could play, you know, big pitch, he could play a fantastic through ball, maybe. But I'd just get Fulkrug on for someone.
I don't think Souček's done anything in this game.
No, but it's just the way we're playing. It's still corners. He was very, very close to getting on the end of that. It was shot, Somerville shot maybe. But yeah, I mean, the film chat I'm just finding so much more interesting. Hobbit 1 was a bit crap. Hobbit 2 and 3 were good. If he wins, how long will he stay? See, I can only hope that if we scrape a victory, then we have a way to sack him. Obviously, we already have a way to sack him. Like, by the realms of basic human intelligence, he would have been sacked. But we don't live in that world with West Ham. So the only way maybe Sullivan thinks he will be clever if he sacks him and he loses. Again, I was trying to summarize earlier. How does the mind? Firstly, how does the mind of David Sullivan work? Secondly, now we're in half time and we've gone up to over 700 people. I can get back to point number 8 of why would Goblin not be able to run a football club from ChatGPT, and it says number 8, short-term thinking. This is what it says. I said Goblin run a football club. No premise. Short-term thinking, it says. Goblins are opportunistic and might sabotage long-term planning for immediate gains. Who does that remind you of? I mean, number 10, fans would revolt. And it says, who wants a Goblin running their beloved team? ? Fans would likely demand change immediately. So I feel very confident with my Goblin bit. Some are saying that I just have taken too far.
We just lost 8 viewers. That's all I was keeping an eye on. Because they're like, what the hell is this all about?
Ticking down. Every time you say Goblin, have you got your air horn? Have you got your air horn or your bingo sound? Have you got your air horn?
I've got mine.
Oh, let's have the air horn.
Bingo!
I wanted the air horn.
Bingo!
Oh, I've got lots of different things now. What else have I got? I've got this one. Which is probably more appropriate.
Next time I bring up Goblin chat, Chris, our squad is old and poor. Yeah, just before on Monday Night Football, they said that our squad is either 19th or 20th oldest. I think we were 20th, like last in the Premier League for playing youngsters and academy players, and we were 19th somehow for the oldest squad. Andrews could have seemed to lost his mojo. Yeah, he hates the manager quite clearly, and he's sick of it. And and he's like, trying too hard is one way you could say it, or just not making the right choices.
Yeah, he's forcing it. He's forcing it, but he's been lively enough. He's been him and Somerville. I still think they're probably the liveliest two on the pitch. Yeah.
Hot take here. What does another manager do with our midfield currently? Because it is a difficult puzzle. I mean, if we had the ideal manager, if that existed, then maybe they would be able to get the best out of Paqueta, which is why Paqueta's so frustrating. Technically fantastic, amazing player, physically strong, technically brilliant, plays through balls at will, but then just can't really be bothered.
We've still got Guilherme as well. We don't really know how good he's going to be. He's young, but
yeah, exactly. We don't know a lot of things. It was like was said earlier. Like I think Ionix said it. Who is training them? We still don't know. We don't know who is Lopetegui's backroom staff. It doesn't come out. We don't hear from them. Hasib says Fulkrug on Kudus off or Souček. I can't take Kudus off. I think
I'd Souček off for me. I don't. He's not really adding much. He can score.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're going to bring on Fulkrug as the Fox in Kista, means Fox in the box. Get 80 million for Kudus now. Fucking useless, says Richard Linton. I don't think he's useless. I just think he needs direction. I think he needs a manager to do what a manager should do. To say, when you get the ball, here are a couple of options and take one of these options. He's been told nothing now, so he just shoots and shoots and shoots. So probably part of, Chris says most of the players look like they don't want to win.
It's a not lose game, isn't it? But this can't be a draw. It can't be 0-0. And I said that at the beginning. Give it the kiss of death, but it can't be.
Yeah, I mean, CJK just goes for the best film everyone has seen this year. Film chat is much more enriching than.
And now you mentioned that, actually, I'm going to go back to James's one because this is a great film. ID. Oh, what a film that was. Quality. One of the best football films.
I'd like Sullivan more if he was green. I suppose there would be an element. Ben says we are pony. I don't know if Neil's also counting the chat or if he's had enough. You've just lost another. Close window. Old Divas is back. Hammerhead Kudus is waiting for Loppy to go to be Kudus up. Yeah, that might be it. If you think like, okay, let's latch onto that as a clutching straw of hope. Let's say that the players must know things, the players must hear things. Let's say the players have been told this is his last game, so they know that they don't have to, shine for the new manager yet. They can just do things like just keep relentlessly shooting against the legs of Wolves players all the time instead of stopping and passing. Because it doesn't matter, whatever. We're just here for run out. We're trying to show some passion. And then next game, Bournemouth, they're like, right, lads, turn it on. West Ham 4-1, etc., etc.
Oh, I think it's a bit harsh to say they're not trying, though. We've been the better team. We've done most of the attacking. I think a goal is coming. We'll win this one. My prediction.
West Country Hammer says, "Can we have a translator?" I'm overdoing it now. It was a better accent. Can we have a Lopez post-match reaction?
Jeez, that's like a Sean Connery on acid.
Yeah.
Daniel says, "Imagine being there." Yeah, I mean that's what you're saying, Nick. Really, there's quite a few people that ain't because it's not the most attractive game to go to, is it?
It's again because what the owner has done to us as fans, which metaphorically speaking is shit all over us, and in real terms is prolongs a crap decision again and again and again that the players, the fans, the board don't want a manager, but Sullivan doesn't know what the next step of the mechanical process of getting one out and getting one in is. So it's like if it was a game like this, totally different context, but exactly the same 45 minutes of football. If we had a different manager, if we were all just fully bought in, up for it, aligned, connected with the manager, this would be quite fun. And music would strike up for the second half and everyone, the voices would go up and we look forward to it. We say, great, we're on them the whole game. Something good's going to happen. But it's just because of the absolute nonsense situation we're in. I mean, I'm trying to, censor myself and anyone's children watching. I mean, speaking of children, I need to go and issue instructions to mine. So I will be back in 30 seconds. Leave you with the cricket boys.
No problem. I'm going to bring back a couple of Dean's comments here. Firstly, about Christmas food. Done a whole box of mince pies today, which is some going, Dean. So congratulations on that one. But also this story as well of saying that he went on a blind date. Her pick, of course, mate. Wild Hogs, an atrocious film with Travolta and William H. Macy about bikers. Walked out in about 15 minutes. Her and the film. So was that one of those you went to the toilet and never came back, Dean? Let me know. That would be amazing if it was. Or you married her, was with her for 5 years and then left her. Probably a little bit more tragic. But let us know. Chris says, Bowen is not a striker. What was Loppe thinking? Yeah. So would you take Bowen off and then put Fulkrug on?
Jay here. Kudus is playing with Loppe instructions to be a team player, and he said so. It's taking that second off his play. He doubts himself. Possibly. I don't know if that's true, but I'm up for blaming Lopetegui for anything. Anything bad that happens. The Conceição name pops up. I mean, Sullivan. I think Sullivan. If we're lucky enough to get a change, I think Sullivan will go Potter because again, it's safe.
Safer. Yeah.
Potter's probably the kind of charming that Sullivan likes. Everyone else would say he's boring. Sullivan probably, from his diminutive stature, will probably look up at Potter and see beard first, and he'll think that's a man.
Yeah. Leo says a big shock. The El Clasico is horrendous. Yeah, what are we expecting? I guess.
World look is Guillermo shit in training, or is it political? I mean, it's either political or shit management. One of the two. Andrew says Somerville decision making. I just don't think it's Somerville. I think again, I don't think they've been told anything. Maybe they've been told just rush. I don't know. It's hard to imagine.
I mean, the stats have just come up. We've had 12 shots and only 2 on target, which pretty much the same as last week. So in total, there we're looking at 35 shots and about 3 on target, 3 or 4 on target, which is horrendous. So on that, you've got to say Bowen isn't a striker. We need a striker. I think we all know that.
Malcolm. Not a lot of people are called Malcolm these days. I might use that in a book. Think about it. The players that play great last season are even worse. That means Loppe doesn't get the best out of his players. Yeah. Can't be shit management.
Ross, go on.
Leave the ground. We'll have a bit. I think we need another ground though. That's the issue.
Yeah, Ross says Paqueta's a show pony most of the time. We can't afford him. It's a tough one because sometimes you need that spark of creativity. But I agree, Ross doesn't do enough. He fleets in and out of games, and he's been off form. But you can just take that one key pass, that one killer ball, which, like the one Somerville did earlier. So Paqueta is capable of that. But the thing with me, I said this about we had this chat earlier, Nick. When we're talking about a Kudus or a Bowen, they are much better when we play counter-attacking football because they just love running at players. When they get the ball and it's in the box, they haven't got that striker instinct, that killer instinct to turn and just shoot. Like, I know I'm going to bang on about Ings, but someone who is a natural striker. We haven't got a natural striker. I'm not saying Ings is a natural striker at the moment, but we just don't have that. So if we keep playing, if we're not going to sit back a little bit, and I don't want to go back to Moyes' ball, but we seem to be attacking and not giving ourselves any room to turn and shoot, and that's why we're getting block shots.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
I'm getting that one down quick, Nick.
It seems like there's no changes.
No, which is
at
fine.
half time, but I mean, but I see what you're saying, but I don't even think it's the counter-attacking football. I think the players. I think, for example, if Kudus was playing for Man City, he wouldn't need counter-attacking football, but there would be a plan and a structure and what happens in this position. And he could use his pace in other ways. He could use his pace to get on the end of a triangle, something or other. I mean, not just what it seems like they've all been told, just keep shooting all the time. If they get a chance, shoot. Oh, all right, great.
Well, things like City, they've got the midfield to be able to draw out defenders as well, because they'll pass it around, so you have to push out and press them. We don't have that. So because other teams would just sit back on us, they just squeeze the space, which is why there's so many block shots. I couldn't see there how many block shots we've had, but we've had a lot of shots, and most of them are blocked. Oh, not good.
I thought it's the old Manang, but I think it's this old man AMG. Doesn't matter if it's in defence middle, a good striker would give options. I'm a bit surprised there's been no changes, to be honest. Joe Hammer's dad says, "Nor for you, sexy boy. Love that jumper."
Thank you very much.
Sexy boy. Who was that song? Rick the Hitman Hart? No, someone else. Ric Flair? No, who was it? Anyway, Hammer said, just shitty tactics. He's just a boy toy. WWF. Who was that? Who the hell was that? Ooh, no, it's gone.
Oh, please get that down.
Shawn Michaels. Yes. Oh, honestly, thank God for this chat. If I didn't, I wouldn't look it up. Oh, Wolves almost get a chance.
You look it up on ChatGPT and it'd be wrong.
Yeah, I would say, give me 5 similarities between David Sullivan and Shawn Michaels.
This is a good one, actually. What is the point of winning corners? Now, I thought we were absolutely crap and haven't scored any at corners, but when something came on Sky earlier today, because obviously Arsenal have scored about 10 more than anyone else, we were still about joint 6, and I couldn't work that out because I can't remember scoring from a corner. It's been ages.
Yeah, Raymond, it's not boring. It's not boring me. It's frustrating. It's frustrating my underwear. Very, very much. Alex's jumper would be better without you in it, which is a nice. It's a nice balance to the previous.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Andrew was excited by the signing of Guilherme, heading in the right direction. Signing money spent is a disaster year. That's why we got to live in hope. We got to live in hope that we scrape this 1-0 and he still gets sacked. And so we have a manager who goes, "Oh, Guilherme, why don't you have 20 minutes?"
I can see Stuyven going to Man U and us getting Ashworth. Right, Jeff. Question for you, Nick, from Jeff.
A wolf and a goblin. 1-on-1, a wolf, without doubt. But the thing is, goblins, they don't fight 1-on-1. They are tricksters, as we know. So, yeah, they probably play dead, tempt the wolf in. And then hire a manager based on one good season with Seville. And another Nick, hasten to add, this is not me. I had a dump just to feel some excitement. Good
That's
for you.
Was it?
Alvarez has as much speed as a sloth. West Country Hammer's caught on. Yep. Say what you see, West Country Hammer. Say what you see. Captain Obvious. Much needed. Quite cryptically revise into. I don't know if that's code. I don't know if VVLVKV turns someone's like Russian sleeper cell brain on, and they just say, "I must kill the Queen." Naked Gun, I believe that was.
A yellow card for Doherty for another foul on Somerville. He's being hacked around a bit today.
And it is a yellow. What do you do? Come on, we're winning the card count, something or other.
And corners.
See, a bit of a play on words there. I won't read that out for obvious reasons, but nice play on words there. I mean, this is the question from Rakash. If there was an offer of 80 million for Kudus, would you take it?
Well, so the problem for me, if you do, like, what have we got left with?
Yeah. I mean, basically, if we're financially healthy, it's a risk because we might, if you do 40 on Kilman, 20 on Guilherme, 20 on Fulkrug. No. In a perfect world, if you could get Liam Delap, Jude Bellingham's brother, what's he called? Job or
Job.
Him, someone like him, and one other, then I still don't know. I just think Kudus is so good. I just think we forget how good he is because of this season. I mean, even though it was in the Europa against a crappy team, he was, you take it past 3 players and score. Man City away, he set himself up with a chest and then overheaded it into the goal. That's the quality he has. So, that said, if perhaps Delap was the one to be the 55th striker, the 55th and final striker that we signed for a number of years, or dare I say Duran, if we could get Duran in, probably, because then you'd have Bowen on the right, Duran up front. Sometimes when it's late at night and I'm just by myself, I think, what if we actually did sign Onana, Villa's Onana, that we were rumoured to get? Or what if we also did get McTominay, that we were linked with? What if we did get Cole Palmer, that we were linked with, and Duran? And I just sometimes think about what that team would do, but then I just get sad and I go and drink chamomile tea. But yeah, if we could get Duran, sell Kudus for 80 and get Duran for 65 or 70 or something. Yeah.
According to Transfer Market, Duran is currently worth 35 million.
Yeah, well, that's rubbish. Because he was 40 before he just scored for fun. Match-winning, top corner brilliance shots at will.
We said he was 20 million at the beginning of the season, now 35. Actually, yeah.
Power play says get full Krug on. He's as good as the type of guy on strike, like pay it. I don't think he'll need to. If for 85, I think that's why the clause is in there. Andy Smith, would you take 20 million with the ban? Yes, definitely.
Oh, with the ban, yeah. Yeah, probably. James also poses. Duran will come us now. Right.
Pessimistic Pete is up to his old tricks.
One for you, James. Obviously, not a fan of Areola's. I've been saying since the start of the season, we know Fabianski's on his way out.
Goblin cams on. Steiden's looking pissed off. Nice scarf, though. They're not talking to each other, just watching the game in complete silence. They should get the laptop on, get Hammer's chat going. I don't know what the point is. Imagine watching this game and not talking to another person about how shit it is.
Yeah, you got to get it off your chest.
I think we've been worse in the second half than we were in the first, which if you were the manager, you might think now would be a time to actually make that change. Michael Jackson line.
Oh, that's great. Coming away with it now. Wan-Bissaka.
Lovely
down the right.
By Bowen. Excellent by Kudus and Bowen.
Oh,
there's the counter that you promised they'd do well.
Corner.
Okay. All right. This is it. Come on. This is it.
This is where it all happens.
Come on. Imagine if we had James Ward-Prowse. Darwin Núñez on loan? No. In my opinion, no.
Yeah, I mean,
if this ends 0-0, is this sackable? Yes. Come on.
I don't like Darwin Núñez for Liverpool, but I take him at West Ham.
Come on.
Corner comes in. Over. Yes. Soucek. 1-0.
Called it. I believe I said this is it. Soucek header. That's recorded on the internet for eternity. That is what I said. I did not bet on it, and I won no money. But
love that.
There we go. 1-0 Soucek. It's all we need. Call the game off now. That's it. Scrape to win against shit opposition. Sack him.
Yeah.
Pete's banging out the Vietnam hits. Oh, we are saying.
So the ball comes in again, just to watch this.
Terrible goalkeeping and defending, but who cares? Thomas Soucek there when you need him.
That was a really good guided header, to be fair.
First thing I'll be doing tomorrow morning is going back to this stream, fast forwarding to this moment, recording my amazing prediction.
Your clip.
Corner, Soucek goal. And then it happened. Goalkeeping, highly questionable.
And this is how we celebrate it in the comments. I knew that was going to divide the room, should we say?
Leon's gone for the windmill. It's horizontal, which I would say helicopter. Leon there. Pete wants just another 2 or 3 to seal it. Then go, a broken clock is right twice a day. Daniel Valentine. I mean, a good name. Very Mills and Boone.
But that's
Daniel
typical West Ham
Valentine.
as well. We were playing worse than score.
I'm not calling myself Daniel Valentine. It's quite a good name. Right, there we go. That's it. 3 points in the bag. Game over. Get Fulkrug on.
Actually, Hammerhead, that's quite good. If he'll be like his Fellaini, won't he? Wherever Moyes ends up next, he'll be knocking on West Ham's door for Soucek. That's going to happen.
I mean, he's desperate for the Everton job. Absolutely desperate to go to Everton. But obviously, Deitch got a win, so tough shit.
Leon says it's a windmill.
There we go. Bit of is it? But he does. I thought he does that, and he spins round and round. I don't know what windmills you've been watching.
Oh, Somerville need a better pass.
Bit of confidence now. This is Lopetegui ball in its pomp.
It's too intricate, West Ham.
Just, fiddling it around the box for a laugh. Wasn't even offside somehow. Yeah. Okay, overdid it. Let them counter. DC's gone. Here's the blender he uses for his potato salad. I think you grate potato salad, don't you? Come on, can you not blend it? Not unless you're making gnocchi. Is that the first time gnocchi has been referenced on any West Ham channel?
That's what I had for dinner tonight.
I'm gonna have a Lindt chocolate and a frankly delicious sip of chamomile tea just to calm the nerves. Lovely.
Andy says he only does a helicopter when he's back in the changing room. Okay. No, Chris he missed that goal while he was at the door picking up his lamb vindaloo. Oh, that's a good shout, Chris. A lamb vindaloo.
We're on toilet
for that.
Mark goes with its whirling dervish. I mean, I think it's called the Soucek copter or something, isn't it? Neil was watching this with a South American legal stream because he's in South America, and the songs that the Argentine commentators make up when someone scores are so shit. What songs are they?
Yeah.
Are they making up songs about Soucek?
Okay, new Japanese signing.
Yeah, go on.
Just a. Go on, Nick.
No, Chris Antonio. Yeah, he was absolutely shitting his guts out. DC is voting for. He's happy he's finally heard something manly and tough in the food stakes, apart from all this namby-pamby chamomile nonsense.
So, Nick, I think we should do that one day as a challenge. We should just both order a file and have to eat it doing the watch along, just to see if we can get through it, power through. You're more of a calmer man.
How very dare you! I love a korma. I'm not gonna shirk that. Don't want to hear a bad word said about the korma. So this again, it's a generational thing. We've got to get away from the toxic masculinity of believing spicy food is good. There's nothing wrong with the korma. It's lovely. It's a lovely thing. And tikka masala, I in that sense, I'll go boring and classic.
I think we've got to have a bet and do that one day. I think that'd be a good laugh.
If we get a new manager, I'll do it. No problem at all.
Good us. 2-0.
Yes, there we go.
He's on the up now.
3 points. We are now
Give Loppy a new contract.
Maybe. There we go. And everyone else was talking him down, and I was correctly bigging him up. And look at that team unity, camaraderie, and togetherness.
Loving it.
Now, all we need is Wolves to maybe get one back. If that means Lopetegui.
Oh, he's offside. That won't count.
Oh, fuck off.
Kudus offside. Mile off.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. 1-0 is okay. I'll take 1-0.
And if you'd have taken my thing I said earlier about VAR being gone, we'd be 2-0 up now.
Yeah, Neil says his inning line used to live. Oh, my dog's going into it in Santiago. Nice. Santiago means St. John. Factoid. Factoid alert. Tell my dog to shut up.
Yeah, you don't really need to do that.
Definitely. Oh my god, my dog's so right.
Why the VAR are still checking this, but clearly offside. There's a mile offside. What angle they got? Yeah, if anyone's watching this freeze frame, it looks like Kudus is a mile off, but taken away as away to a long time. His elbow's not keeping him on, surely. Definitely a forward pass.
I don't know why they're checking it for that long.
Well, they just had a still up for ages, and it looked like he was a mile off. I mean, why are you taking so long for that? Jesus.
Yeah, it's just stupid. I mean, that wasn't even borderline, let alone angles and this and that.
Yeah, Andy, agree. No idea why that took so long, but hopefully it's wasted a bit of time, so we'll take it.
DC likes to watch men sweat and be uncomfortable.
Whatever nightclub you're into, that's fine.
Makes his Cormers 2 mile. I don't. Tastes nice. Tastes nice. It's got turmeric in it. Natural antiseptic.
Oh, you don't eat curry for the taste, do you?
You eat it for the diarrhea. Luffy will get a 5-year deal on the back of this.
Yeah.
Haters stop saying offside. I quite like that randomness there from Henry.
Oh, well done. Emerson, that was a great tackle.
All right, well, is there a chance he'll get sacked if we win 1-0? Could that be real? Paul's hoping for a 1-1. So what you'd love to see.
Jeff says, why don't wolves bark if they're related to dogs? Maybe they do. They just don't shout about it.
Maybe they kind of do.
Another yellow card for Wolves. 3 yellows, 4?
Let's see. I know it's at least 3.
Definitely 3. Oh, that's a bad one. And all of them have been on Somerville. I think all the yellows have been on Somerville.
They could look at that for red. I think he was mid-air. I think Gomez was in the air.
Pac-Man coming on for Soler.
Well, if he's not going to assist or score in a game like this, as Brazil's first pick, number 10.
Positive Pete says that he hopes Pac-Man doesn't give the ball away for a Wolves goal. I mean, to be fair, Pete, that does happen a lot. So,
I mean, Paddy Power might be wrong. It says, I think they just haven't added it on yet. So that must be 3 because it says 2, which is nonsense. B Gibby 96 says, great question about the Wolves. If you've got any other just completely random and inane animal questions, Jeff, then just bash them out because B Gibby loves it. I mean, I thought Film Chat was good, but I quite like the abstract nature. Josiah, this is hard watch so far. I think it's all right.
Kudos. I went for a shot.
It's all right. We're all living in anxiety because we want the manager to leave. So we don't know what to do. We think yay, and then we think, oh no, at the same time.
Joseph says, do we think both teams score? I mean, us keeping a clean sheet would be a bloody miracle. So I think we need to. Just playing it around now, keeping the ball.
This is this gambling situation. I think nothing has come out ever since he maybe spoke to the Brazilian FA this time on the day of the Leicester game. Nothing. He's still got his February the something hearing.
Just keeping it at bay as long as possible, so we can keep getting paid.
Do lines per? Yes, I can answer that, Jeff. They do. So. Jean-Claude Boutier, an actual Frenchman. Poison midget way too tight, he says. Who are they looking at in the crowd? Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
An old man and a very attractive lady.
Oh, come on. Never a foul.
Danny Valentine. Tell you what, Danny California by Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a good song. Danny Valentine says, do bears shit in the woods.
Where else are they going to go?
And then clean sheet. There's a link there between bears shitting and clean sheets, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. I think we have to just accept internal.
Oh, thank God for that
disruption.
Wolves. One Wolves player took it off the toes of another.
You're 7 seconds ahead of me. I thought you said thank God for that. I wondered if Wolves had scored.
They were.
They are all right. Thank God he's out.
Yeah, Guedes kind of tried a ridiculous shot and luckily got us out of jail.
Yeah. I still think we'll win, no matter it's only one. The problem is, God, what to do against Bournemouth. And also, Bournemouth is another Monday game, so we have to live through the weekend of football waiting.
And that's good. I'm going to the O2 on Saturday to watch Pete Tong, so I'm glad it's on a Monday. Oh, Wolves are through here. Oh dear, that could be a penalty. Oh, VAR might look at this. That was such a blatant shove in the back. And there's another one by Pac-Man.
It was very similar to one that they didn't give.
I mean, that looked like a blatant push to me.
What was the one that they didn't give? Was it
this one here, Emerson?
A couple of games ago or something?
I mean, did he need to do that? I mean, he's behind him. Oh, don't. He's making the referee make decision. Mind you, still on the ball. He did
is it going to VAR?
Oh, I hope not. But he's come across. Emerson's behind him. I mean, that looks like a penalty to me. Absolutely, Nick.
I don't even know if they're looking at it.
I mean, I'd be livid if that was us and they weren't looking at that. It looks like they are. So they've not restarted the game. Is he going to go and have a look? He's going to have a look.
If he's going to have a look, that would mean...
Or is it not? I don't know if you've got the commentary off.
Andy says let off. Gordon says that's a lucky one. I thought the ref was on his way to the screen.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I think we all agree as West Ham fans.
They're not showing anything. I can't hear, so and I don't know what the no. Okay, given. Well, the ref didn't look at it.
That is controversial.
Yeah, I mean, based on what we've seen, if there was any consistency, then that was nothing. If on a Kulusevski elbow smash to the head, Caicedo. So if they're not going to go and look at
1-0.
Oh Christ! Some of it was left marking him. Okay, well, 1-1, Loppy out.
Be honest, that's a bit of karma because that should have been a pen, but crap from West Ham.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a big hoof upfield.
Back on. So, yeah, goalkeeper, punt. Wan-Bissaka.
Who was supposed to mark him there? Kilman there.
Wan-Bissaka lets the cross come in.
Where's Mavropanos? Oh, he's gone over there.
That has to be, I mean, that's a midfielder's job. That's not Somerville's job to come in and do it. Souček and Alvarez, both there.
Mm.
I think, I don't know who was very, very close to him. Wow.
And stunned into silence. So, as Kansas Storm says, taxi for Loppe. Like I say, I suppose it's a win-win for West Ham fans at the moment because we lose, he's gone. We win, it's 3 points.
Maybe draw, he's gone. We get a point, rocket up one place in the table.
Mm.
Still think we'll win.
Yep. Rancy said, yeah, I thought it was a pen to get some pain relief from this. So, yeah.
Very Rancy. Funny name, really, Very Rancy. Never, ever been this happy that we've conceded. MC Kelsey, worst team in the league. Absolutely no surprise. Alex, our players prefer to lose it to do the obvious pass. It has been rife in this game. Rife, he says. I agree, it has been rife. There's not been enough ball retention. Ooh, I thought I was going to get a corner. No, ball's in play.
Oh, it's 2-1. Bowen cuts inside.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. The Bowen cut through. Sack Lopetegui.
Now we've got a game on, boys.
Jeff Watson says we're back. Moyes out. Classic Bowen. James Gunn pops up with his first comment. Too busy noshing a lasagna, no doubt. It's a must win, a draw ain't good enough. Obviously, this is from before.
Wolves are complaining about something. I'm not sure what.
Carl Cox and Billy Nasty were great DJs, says the other Nick. I've seen Carl Cox live. He played Paul Oakenfold. Paul Oakenfold was my favourite live DJ back in the day, around 2002 and 3. He was absolutely mental. So good.
Bowen holds up an Antonio shirt.
That's a nice touch. I can't hear the commentators, but I think they're probably saying it's a nice touch. B. Gibby has got $50 on it. Dollars, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Pound sterling, man. DC says, lovely goal, because that's how he talks.
He had a lot to do.
Cut. Very good. Questionable goalkeeping, methinks.
We'll take it.
Yep. It's very, very similar. Couldn't be carbon copy of the Ipswich goal against dog shit Calvin Phillips is dog shit.
Danny Ings on, not Fulkrug.
That's weird. Who for?
He went off. I missed that. Somerville off.
Yeah.
He's looked lively today, Somerville. He's done well. He's great. He's definitely.
Well, that is surprising.
Yeah, that is strange.
Fulkrug's going to be the man. Give him a bit of a run.
Do you think he just wants Christmas off, Loppy? That's why he made that change.
Yes. Well, for
Bowen's kept it on. Go on, Bowen. Back. Oh, Jesus. West Ham players queuing up and the pass just went in the middle of them.
Oh, Jesus. It was just...
Done really well to keep it on. Splitter of tides. Oh, go on.
Slightly dodgy comment from Frank there, complaining like little high school girls. Nick used to DJ only mobile, so not quite on par of Paul Oakenfold.
Another corner, West Ham. Splitter of side says thoughts on Eric Ten Hag coming to West Ham.
No, his voice is too annoying. I don't want to be an intolerant Brexit wanker, but I just don't like the audio sound of Eric Ten Hag's voice. Does my head in.
I don't watch manager interviews anyway, so it doesn't bother me. All a load of crap. 11 corners to 0. West Ham. Mental.
Yes, we are massive, etc.
Come on, Souček.
Another goal. Come on, Souček.
Danny Ings getting this one. Just annoy Ionix. Kudos. Oh no, Kudos can't wait for that. And there's a break on. When Bissaka hold him up. Oh no, they've still got it. 8 Nori.
Oh, bloody...
What's in?
So Paqueta passed it back to him. Okay, Mavropanos actually did a piece of defending there.
And Kudos wins the free kick.
Come on, Kudos. Okay, that will be fine.
Oh, Wolves more like pussycats. Alex, we score one more. I've won the Patreon score prediction. I'm actually rooting for you, mate. I know you give me a lot of jip, but I love it. So we don't mind the banter. Let's hope we do score another one.
James says, my mother-in-law is Dutch and I hate the accent. Maybe some cause and effect there. Yeah, my mother-in-law's now all right, but I have an ex-mother-in-law who was an absolute cast iron bitch. So that's not relevant to anything, but I was given a little moment there to voice the memory of that terrible, terrible woman. Eric Freeds, give us the league.
Just take the 3
Mark
points.
Watson says good noise now. If I was really bothered, I could Bluetooth an earbud and put one in, but then I think that might overstimulate me and I'd never sleep.
Don't want you aroused.
Well, I mean, if we do a file eating competition, I think spicy food's meant to make people bristle with erect strength. Yeah, I mean, Paqueta it hasn't really contributed much to this game, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Would you know he was on the pitch?
Yeah, some of it, I'd agree with that, DC. I think some of it has been really good. But
yeah,
he's always one sacrificed.
Yeah, he got them basically 3 yellow cards for one thing. He's fit enough. I mean, previously I thought, okay, give Ings time, no problem. I don't know why you wouldn't give Fulkrug some consistency at this point, unless you were completely thick. 2-1.
Oh.
Could he be sacked? Oh, God.
Yeah, if he scrapes a win, is that enough to keep him? I mean, a win, I think, will keep him. Any win.
I fear it at the moment. I fear, laziness. And then it goes on about, another film reference. Either Viagra or The Matrix Blue Pill, I was thinking.
Great film.
77 minutes. Oh, God. We're on almost 78. As it is, actually, that's not 100% true, because the real time, which you'll get on a few seconds delay, is 79.
Oh.
So there, I did put on some bet for West Ham to win, but I think I stupidly put Fulkrug to score because idiotically I thought that maybe
put a striker on.
The manager would play the striker.
Oh, Paqueta just trying tricks and then a dozen crap pass.
It's the definition of aimless.
Oh, good shot, but easy one for Fabianski.
For the archaic and creaking West Ham goalkeeper there. What are these? I lined up some stupid, like £1 something or others. Oh no, I also put Kudus to score. Well, fuck that.
Pete's already saying take Pac-Man off. Yeah, I know.
Why not? Why not? Get him off. Get Fulkrug on.
He is he's not the sort of player you need in any team that's going to be in the bottom half. Biggie 96. Are you guys NFL fans? I don't mind NFL. I don't have a team. I like watching it, but Not that close.
No, sorry, I'm going to have to be just very hardcore and say no to American sports.
I've been to Wembley to watch an NFL game. It's quality. It was really good. Green Bay Packers.
Strange way to spend time.
Oh,
American sport.
Oh. Well, Wolves defender did very well there.
Frank Dennis has had a vision. I mean, Wolves are so crap, we could definitely get one more. I agree with DC. NFL is a steam.
Oh, shot. Oh, good save, Fabianski.
Ings hasn't done one thing right since he came on. Both Ings and Paqueta.
Yeah.
What was the point? Why not go Fulkrug and Guilherme? The new signings, not old man Danny Ings and whatever Paqueta is. Terrible by Wolves there. Straight at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, this is going to be a nervy 15 minutes.
10 minutes to go. Two crap teams. Yeah, we're playing the right team at the right time in that they're absolutely rubbish and they don't like their manager either. Chris Antonio just references Phil Mitchell for no reason. Didn't see that coming. Obsidian also is, there's one Matrix film, all sequels, total loppy. They were Cacarino. And then both the Wachowski brothers did a sex change. Both of them. Unexpected.
Yeah, James, I've got to agree with this one though.
A lot of people do. But soccer is an English word. That's the funny thing.
I know it's association, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
You sat there through an NFL game, munching on a hot dog and a whatever else. American
that's American football. You can pass that off as American. But no, I can't do soccer.
Kevin, 1 point behind Man U and 2 points behind Newcastle and Tottenham.
That's surprising. But he's further behind Tottenham. I like that.
Yeah, etymology chat here. Soccer is definitely an English word.
Yep.
I did look up the etymology of the word goblin, but I won't bore anyone with it.
Oh.
I don't want to drop 50 people off watching this just because I'm absolutely dazzling them with etymology of the goblin. It comes from the French, if you need to know. It comes from the French. And hobgoblin is
crap beer.
Hobgoblin is the English word because hob came from the Old English word for home, which they pronounce rob. Anyway, it's just, you learn something new with this.
Oh, Susie Dent.
We've actually passed it around on the floor.
Oh, on the count 3v3.
And we gave it away.
Oh, well done. Mavropanos has actually blocked him, and that's a dive from the Wolves player. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, I got for that over the bar. That was dangerous.
I think they thought they did a giving up again. Mavropanos gave up again. Did he think that was going to be given as a penalty? Is he completely thick? Yes. He did the thing. Whether it was a shovel, the Wolves player fell over, whatever, and then Mavropanos just stood there.
Yeah.
He went, "Oh, I'm standing. No, the ball's in play."
Oh, that could have been it. He kind of stood on his foot, but then he kicked himself. So Mavropanos stood on the player's foot here.
Ooh, that is more like a...
And then he kicked himself. So that's
VAR. That's VAR territory. I think that would be given a penalty. I've no idea what the ref's doing. Like literally at this point in time, is he looking at something?
Yeah.
Are they checking something?
I think this is a penalty.
It should be.
Although I think the player went down delayed.
Yes, it's a penalty. It must be. They haven't given it yet, according to what I'm watching. But
playing on.
No
pen.
Cool. No.
Jesus. We have stolen this. This should be 3-1, like 2 penalties.
I have absolutely no idea how that's not a penalty.
Yeah.
Wolves player has touched the ball. He's in possession of it. Mavropanos fouls him twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
He stamps on his foot and the player falls over and gets up and then he clips his foot and
this is
incredible.
Strange. I'm not moaning about it. We're not moaning.
That was a weird one. Well, I don't know. I mean, if that was the VAR decision that kept Lopetegui in for us to lose the next whatever.
Well, you think we had the one against Man U that got Ten Hag sacked, and now we'll get Gary O'Neill sacked with these referee decisions. So we're doing all right this season on that.
This is very bizarre. Tone Dial says Maverick Panic.
Yeah.
Mark Watson says 7 points off 5th. It's getting a bit tenuous. and only 12 off 3 and something off something else. Yes. Marshall Hennessy needs West Ham to win for £90. Marshall, cash out. Don't listen to me. Don't ever take my betting advice, ever. But
Tadibo on. Emerson off.
Tadibo in from the cold, meaningless substitution. Now Mavropanos almost gave away a couple of pens. Nick, I'm guessing you're a big QI fan. Oh, Dean, are you saying I'm a middle-class twat? Yes, Dean, I am. Although this latest season V, is a bit weird.
Oh, I can't do it with Sandy Toksvig.
Yeah, Sandy Toksvig can't ever really beat Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry, no way.
Sometimes she's funny, sometimes she's annoying. Jeff recommends correctly that I should start my own Goblin channel. I'm very tempted to. One of my friends, this is a coincidence, one of my actual friends years ago, he made a page about a Pintoblin, and that spurred many links. So now on the internet, Pintoblin is a real thing. I mean, I do apologize for telling that story, but anyway, Goblin chat.
With that shot there, I don't think Bowen was offside, so if Kudus hadn't have done that.
I still think we could get another one. I think a lot of people said 3-1. But I think for the bet...
Triple substitution.
Yep. And no Fulkrug. Just slowly, Guido Rodriguez. Tadibo. Have 5 minutes. Oh, God.
To be fair, that was...
Going back to the chat, Neil said, Neil doesn't think it's a pen. You may have your claret and blue specs on at that moment. West Country Hammer would pay the ref handsomely. Obviously, he would pay the ref in hay or wheat or some kind of farmery joke. A lot of comments to... And it says, Tadibo gets a goal and there's a shadow boxing celebration. Confused how that's not a penalty. They're just telling you to fluff you on the call. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty because he stamped on his foot. So by the laws of the game, foot stamping...
I think if it had gone down quicker, but he just made it so theatrical.
But there were two fouls in it.
Well, I think when he kind of brushed his leg, the second one's forgivable.
Yeah, but today, that's a penalty, isn't it? We see it all the time. Contact caused him to do the thing and fall over. Penalty because of contact. Oh, so weird.
Oh. That was a little...
Damien needs to know, did Cunha take a shot on target? I don't remember one.
No. Not been on it today, has he? Thank God. How much injury time do you think there'll be?
I don't think there's been anything, has there? A couple of VAR moments. A lot of substitutions.
I reckon it'll be 6 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. How many subs? I think there's been all from both sides. Charlie Jeff, subs on and looking good. Shamrock Dan says it's a contact sport. I don't think that means you can just tread on players' feet and then they fall over and it's not a penalty and you can go ref. It's contact ref. MC Kelsey unnecessarily informing us Space Raiders and Salt and Vinegar Walkers. All right, a bit of constipation incoming.
Salt overload.
Mark, this match has been better because we haven't let in the first 5-minute goal. Let's see what the real timer is.
And just hoofs it.
No, I've got to try and update Paddy Power to get the real time going. 90, it says. I don't know why we didn't see Fulkrug. Put it this way, we're only winning by a goal. Just please Santa, can you suck? Inner circle. But yes, basically. I mean, the Emerson one was, I would say that was right on 50-50, just because of the way he did it with his shoulder, the way they were both running. But for the second one,
wow,
that's the definition of a penalty.
90 minutes, 8 minutes of extra time. Damn it.
It'd just be such good news if we said thank you and goodbye. What a brilliant time it's been. 8. Where have we got minutes from? Well, I think the VAR one, the VAR calls, because they took too long with that Kudus one. And then I think they VAR'd the Emerson one.
Yeah.
Maybe, I forgot. But anyway.
To be fair, though, when you look back at the wins we've had, again, extremely lucky one today, really, because they could have had 2 pens. Man U won, very lucky again. I mean, we've had a lot of lucky wins to get to where we are. So I don't think this result has really instilled any confidence that Loppe should have more time for me. Anyone else?
No, there was Omnipoyo in the chat who was on a wind up. Richard Burnett, if they told him he had to win tonight, he's not being sacked. Yeah, I think that's why they were calling it the cup final, which is stupid terminology for a crap game of football. I actually don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening after the end of this game. Is Gonzo coming back and doing a post thingy, or is he not? No idea.
I don't know. Stay on the channel. Something will be up. VAR and the referee have saved Loppe's job. Yeah, I think that's probably not far off, mate.
Why do we only ever look at has-beens? Because as I have demonstrated, the Goblins don't know how to run football clubs. I mean, Leon puts it very, very lightly. It would be cringe if Moyes came back.
Yeah. I mean, it would look so crap as well, wouldn't it?
We have beat shite teams this season.
Yeah. Include Man U in that.
Let's go. Well, hypothetically, let's say if we only have the money to either sack him or hire a new one or get a decent striker.
Ooh.
It depends if it was Duran. Because at some point Lopetegui will go anyway. So even if we got the striker,
Sushik had it off target. It was offside anyway.
Yeah, Gary. I don't know if I can't remember this up, but Gary O'Neill does look lost in life.
I'm not saying he's looking comfortable for longer than 15-minute spells. Yeah, we don't control games, so it has been a sketchy one tonight. But sometimes you need that bit of luck. Like I say, I think we will stay up no matter what. Even with Loppe, we'll stay up. But what's the point? He's not going to build a team, is he?
Yeah, Inner Circle calls out Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe been good, and Nketiah, I don't like him.
He's too lightweight, isn't he, Nketiah?
He's just arrogant. Can't stand arrogance. Charlie's tense. I'm actually not. Usually I'm very tense. I'm not, because Wolves are very, very crap. And it would be funny if one goal changed Sullivan's decision.
He says Lopetegui still has more points in his first 15 than Moyes has in his last 17. Yeah, there's 2 goals, 2 games more. But Moyes would be a downgrade. I think it's going backwards. I don't think we should go backwards.
No, it's never going to happen. It was only TalkSport. They, like I said, they don't do journalism. They just talk absolute crap.
Go on, Bowie. Too much there.
Away.
Must admit, Danny Ings has done nothing in this game. He has been crap in this. Todibo does well to see that out.
Yeah. Maybe play Todibo against Bournemouth. Chris Antonio and Nketiah shite. Agree. Nice 30 million.
Was that how much he cost? Not that much.
I don't know. Inner Circle. I don't know why you think Nketiah is good, unless you're secretly an Arsenal fan or something. I don't know. I think there's undertones happening.
Oh, what a take that was. Oh, Wolves play theirs done brilliantly. Cut in, there's no one there. West Ham clear it away. Bowen's taking his time here, he's going to get a foul. Okay. Wolves won it back. I am a little bit tense. I agree with the that comment.
I'm really tense that he stays.
Yeah. Oh, that's
it says 90 to. It says 90 plus 6.
Yellow card for Rodriguez. He's the worst signing we've had. Easy for me.
I think he could be okay with a good manager. Same as a lot of our players.
No, he's pony.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, it's just over the ball.
Youngsters.
We both clicked on the same one there. I'll let you do it.
Go for it.
It would be good to the other players to go.
It would be good to be able to sub on, let's say, Orford instead of Rodriguez. And Mubama's at City to fill their quota. It's the only reason why he's there. He was absolutely rubbish anyway. That was one thing that the fans were like, "Oh, play him," and then we did. He didn't even run.
Yeah,
He's gone for Bowen. Man of the match.
Oh, good energy, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, he deserves it. Somerville could have got it if he stayed on the pitch and wasn't replaced by Paqueta or Ings and did absolutely nothing.
Jonathan David would be a great Antonio alternative. Is he still on a free?
Don't know. Yeah, Tofa Mubama was a donkey. He didn't even run. That's the problem. If you're young and you come on and you don't score, you make mistakes, fair enough, but he didn't run. Yeah, West Country and Fulker gets no minutes. This manager is truly
forward. Oh, that's a great block.
Truly,
Paqueta done well then. He's injured himself.
Gary O'Neill down the job centre.
He'll have a few quid. He'll be all right.
Danny Valentine, do not concede now.
Yeah, we're sitting back. Last minute.
Hammerhead, sorry for Mubama. He's getting paid. Wouldn't be getting paid to train. Nice job.
They shoot, and it's wide. Stan can take their time. That could be the last chance for Wolves. We've got 30 seconds.
An amazing 3 points. This was our cup final. This is the one we all desperately wanted, and we've absolutely smashed it 2-1. Should have probably been a penalty against us, unless you agree it was just contact. Ross Mack just says Keown. Is Keown doing the co-commentary? And he's talking absolute nonsense. West Ham are bottom 6-17. Yeah.
Yeah, for the moment, definitely.
Why is the ground so empty? Because why would you stay at this point? Well, presuming that's it. It says 90. It says 90 plus 9. Paddy Power is all locked.
It's got to be it. It's over the time now. Paqueta should have just kept that ball, and he's just gone for a stupid shot. And Wolves have the chance to pump it forward. Cleared. Come on, ref. We're 30 seconds over now.
I'm still looking at 90 plus 9.
Yeah, Fabianski collects it, and that will be it. Full time.
Wow.
Fabs, he's going mad at Paqueta. As he should. Yeah, Paqueta's stupid there.
He's been absolutely rubbish. He needs to be shouted at.
Yeah, James says, can you sack the manager if he wins a must-win game? I mean, you can't really, no. It has been a crap performance. But, oh, sorry, mate.
Jeff says, yay, we won. That was... Shamrock Dan says, O'Neill shat his knickers. We're still shit, and we need rid. 3 points, what will that cost us in the long run? It was so bad.
There's a fight at the end. I don't know who's kicking off.
Was there?
Owen and someone.
Well, that's unlike Jared Bowen.
Yeah, it's all getting very nasty there.
Who was that? Dyed blonde hair man, Mario. Yeah, they're still showing it.
Yeah, got a yellow card. I think Bowen will probably get the same.
Yeah.
Bowen going to get a yellow. Yeah.
I don't know what he said to wind up Bowen.
I think
unless there was anything physical there.
Yeah, Gary O'Neill has got to go and speak to the referee after this, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see what Gary O'Neill's up to. General annoyance.
Yeah, so another emphatic West Ham win, an amazing performance as per usual, as we dribble across the line for a very lucky win. So we'll take that. But that's about it, I think. Anything else from you, Nick?
No, I was just saying these last comments come in, but yeah, I think, slightly, even if it's not deflated, it's back to confusion.
Yeah.
Not sure if that victory will prompt you to get your toes out for the lads.
DC sums this up, actually. West Ham win the game that nobody wanted us to win. Well done, us.
Yeah, Nicky Cross, he still needs to go. We only just beat the worst team in the league. Andy Smith's stay of execution. And the circle is just reality. We are poor. There we go. Austin Tanan says, Lamina told Bowen 2 more months of Loppy. And he went absolutely mental. Back to Groundhog Day. Watching the news.
Tadibo and this guy are having a proper look. I don't know what Tadibo's trying to do on this. It's really weird.
It looks like he's trying to calm him down, but he's just getting more wound up in the process.
He's nuts to everyone.
He's trying to prove a point. I mean, he shot straight at the keeper.
Pushing his own coaches now.
17 yards out. Now he's fighting his own coach or some old fellow in Wolves. Everyone else looks really embarrassed at him. He's doing the big man thing. So what Jamie Carragher was correct in saying, it's easy and easiest place in the world to look tough is a football pitch.
Yeah. I don't really know what happened at the end. Don't know why.
Happened at the end. No, it was just that Lamina just wanted an excuse to look like the big man and get held back. So there we go. Well, after 2.5 hours with you fantastic folks and wonderful people, where the hell are we now?
Yeah, I think that has raised more questions than it has answered. So we'll see you at the Bournemouth game, and I don't know what the hell that's going to be like. So have a good evening all. We'll see you soon.
See ya.